Boop. Hey, haha, here we are. Hey everybody, welcome to the stream. This is another Gateway stream. We're playing another game of Gateways. For people who don't know, maybe it's your first time watching a stream. Gateways is a game that I wrote at the start of the year. Back when I thought, I'm going to try and do like a big project and I'm going to try and do like one mini game every month. And I did 2 of them by the end of February. And then I went, oh, COVID's back. Bye, and I stopped. But I wrote a game called Gateways, and it's a fun game where you use interdimensional portals to pull off a heist. We have played it before on this channel. I've also streamed it once on the Level 1 Geek channel, and it's a lot of fun. So, welcome. It should be, hopefully, a lot of fun again. I've got 4 new people to play, one of whom has played before, and 3 of whom have not. And I'll have them introduce themselves. I'll go round the circle. So starting at the bottom left, it's Matt Yule. Matt, say hi and tell people who you are.
Hello, I'm Matt Yule. I'm in the bottom left. Myself and my brother Chris, who is also in here somewhere. There he is. We have a podcast called Finish It, where we read interactive fiction and we do it over and over and over and over again until we read every single page, every book we get our hands on. And we lose our minds a little and we make a lot of dumb music and have a lot of fun. So that is what we do. That is finishitpod.com. And you want me to, should we throw it to each other?
No,
like
I'm going around the circle. Stop trying to throw. Don't try and produce my show, Matt.
Okay.
Next up, as we go clockwise around, is Travis DeVries. Welcome, Travis. Say hi.
Hello, I'm Travis DeVries. I am Gamilaroi man, which for those people who are not local, I'm an Aboriginal Australian. And yeah, I'm a visual artist and a podcaster and a sometimes gamer. Yeah, thanks for having me.
Yeah, I'm excited to have you on. Travis, as well as the Yule brothers, have been on Escape This podcast before, so you may have heard them if you follow all the other kind of stuff that we do here. So, you know, maybe you've prejudged them as human beings, and that's fine. That's how it works. Once you hear a person once, you know everything about them. As we continue around, next we have M. M, do you want to say hi?
Yes. Hi, I'm Em. I am from the aforementioned Level 1 Geek, where I spend all of my time creating TTRPG content and getting people who are not into TTRPGs into TTRPGs. So check out our website if you have friends who refuse to play, because we have tips on how to get them to.
Perfect.
That's me.
And M I've done a lot with M on Level 1 Geek. So we're in the same guild in Tabletop Treasure Hunters, which means a lot to the people who know that. It's powder packed all the way. And then finally, at the end of our clockwise circle, we have Chris Yule. Hey, Chris.
Hello. Thank you for having me. I'm Chris Yule. I do that same podcast with my brother that he does with his brother, which is me, finishitpod.com. Yeah, we're going pretty insane reading a choose your own adventure called The Throne of Zeus right now. But that's the main thing. You can check us out there, and it's a lot of fun. Not for us, but for people who listen to it, I've heard it's fun.
Wonderful.
I feel that statement so much.
Oh, yeah. Finish It is a lot of fun. Everybody here makes fun stuff. Go check out everything everybody does. Well, in fact, you know what? No stream. Everybody just go home, go listen, download the latest episode of Bro Originals, latest episode of Finish It, and go check out the latest stream on Level 1 Geek, and I will come back later. See you later.
Phil, I wanted to play a game.
Oh, okay. We're going to play a game.
Yeah, I kind of wanted to play too. Yeah.
Okay, fine. I guess. If I have to. As long as you pay. We're going to be playing Gateways. Matt has played Gateways before, but other than that, it's new ground for everybody here. So for everybody here, as well as for everybody listening and watching along at home, we'll go over what Gateways is and sort of the basic rules of how it works. So Gateways is a game in which these 4 players are going to try and use the power of portals, the power of mystical gateways, to try and pull off a heist. They have a treasure that they are trying to claim or take or take back or steal We're not sure yet because we don't know what the treasure is yet. That'll be part of the first steps of the game. And in the past versions of this game, it's been anything from an actual object that they want to take back, or it's been a doorway from one world into another, or it's been the first portal that was made that hasn't closed yet, that's had a religion built around it, and they want to get there and use that portal. So we don't need to necessarily think about taking an object. It's just finding that sort of MacGuffin at the end to get to. And to achieve that goal, our players need to use these mystical portals. There's a rule, you may have seen it in the countdown screen as well, which is that there's no checks in this game for charisma and persuasion and picking a lock or fighting a person. That's all just narratively done. But the fundamental rule is to solve your problems, you'll have to eventually use a portal. And when you do, that's when the mechanics of the game kick in. There are 3 different ways that you can use portals, each more powerful and riskier than the last. If you want to use your portal in a sort of level 1 version of that portal, all it does is tunnel a hole through something. Fire a portal onto a wall, you can step through the wall to the other side. There is a limit. It doesn't, you can't fire it at the earth and jump to the core, which has its own problems anyway. Please don't jump into the core of the earth, but you wouldn't be able to anyway. You've got about 3 meters of hole creation that you can do. And that is the least risky. You roll 1 single d6. On a 2 to a 5, you succeed. I'll get into what happens if you fail, but on a 2 to a 5, the portal is lovely. For a level 2 portal, you can set up 2 portals. One right next to you and another, or not necessarily next to you, but on 2 points in the room that you can see. Nearby, in the world, within sight lines. You can teleport from one to the other. That's obviously a lot more effective. You can get around, you can move things around. It's very helpful, but it's also riskier. You now roll 2 d6, and they both need to be from 2 to 5. A level 3 portal allows you to move from somewhere that you can see to anywhere you've ever been before in your life. And because this is a role-playing game, you can just make up that you've been somewhere. Like, oh, I always go to Malibu. I love Malibu. Let's teleport to Malibu. I'm not going to start. I don't know if you've been to Malibu or not. Maybe you have. I'll have to trust you. And that is the most powerful portal that you can create. But it uses 3d6, and they all need to be 2 to 5 for it to be a perfectly stable, successful portal. Now, what happens when it's not 2 to 5? If at any point, any of your d6 come up as a 6, well, that means that instead of benefiting you, something has gone wrong and it's going to benefit the people who are trying to stop you getting this treasure. If the people trying to stop you are literal guards, then maybe your teleport accidentally jumped you into the middle of a room full of guards who start to grab you. Or maybe you teleport to make lots of sounds and set off an alarm. Something bad will happen. Maybe the tension's more natural. Maybe there's lava rising. That's very natural. It happens all the time. Maybe it's lava rising in a temple that you're trying to look through, and when a 6 happens, the lava's going to rise. Things are going to get worse. Things will fall into it. If at any point you roll a 1, it's not necessarily a failure, but it's a corruption of your portal. Your portal goes wrong in some predefined way. In fact, I can show you some of these predefined ways on stream. Boop. It's this sort of table that means you can no longer see my face. The table that's giving you some kind of visual relief right now. But there's a whole you'd roll a d20 and you figure out exactly how it goes wrong. Anything from something as benign as you come out with a fun new hat, or something as game-changing as you come out as an inanimate object with little legs and a face running around going, oh my gosh, please help me, I'm not a person anymore. You never know what's going to happen. And that's the basic rules of the game. That's how the game is played. You keep using portals until you find your goal, you achieve your goal, you get your treasure, and you get out of there. But, as we said, we don't know what that treasure is yet. We don't know how we're going to play this game. So, as a group, and feel free in the chat to make as many suggestions as you want during this. I'll relay them to the rest of the group if they don't have the chat open. We're going to try and build up this world and what's going on. So, the first step is... we need to figure out the tool that we're using. That's these all start with T because alliteration is fun. So the tool that we're using to make a portal. There's a list of 6 that you can choose from, but don't necessarily feel confined to those. If as a group we come up with something different, we can use that too. But the table of 6 is, and I'll read the whole thing, and if something jumps out to you as players, we'll talk about it afterwards. We could also randomize it, but maybe we can come to a consensus. So we could have a futuristic handheld gateway cannon. We could have an ancient mystical tome that holds the secrets of teleportation magic. We could have a portable hole folded up in your pocket, but we've done that already, so it's gone. We're not going to do that one. We could have magical chalk that we use to draw gateways on walls and then step through. We could have a computer interface that warps the cyberverse and allows us to jump through cyberspace from one space to another in a sort of weird Matrix-like world. Or we could have a bargain with some kind of supernatural entity, a demon, a genie, a god, something that gives you the unholy power of teleportation. Or the holy power, I suppose. We can always roll on that chart, or we can come up with something other than these 6. But does anything jump out to you as players? Do you have anything that you think sounds fun?
Bargain with a demon is kind of always fun.
Pretty cool.
Yeah. It's rocking.
What do we got to
That is
deal
pretty
with
cool.
that demon or god or whatever?
Always fun bargaining with demons.
Yeah.
Do it every day.
And it usually ends really well
Yeah.
when you make it.
Historically, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does that sound like a fun idea? Do we like this as a sort of theme? It means we also get to create a demon character, who I suppose I'll have to voice.
And that's part of the fun, I
Bill.
think. Maybe it's a whole tribunal of demons.
Yeah, maybe it's
Oh.
20 different voices that you need to
council
do
of
at any given time. I mean, yeah, that sounds like a lot of fun. In fact, I've got an overlay for it on the stream. I'll just click on the summoning a demon overlay.
How prepared you
There
are.
we are. Look, now we've summoned. Now we're playing in a demonic world with a little summoned demon. Here we are. Now,
Overlay.
welcome to the themed stream. It all feels different now. Do we like this? Is this a fun idea?
I'm into it. Yeah.
Okay. Well, tell me about this. Tell me about the demon. Who? Or is it a demon? Is it a little genie? Is it a fairy? Is it Tom Bombadil? I don't know. Who have we summoned? Travis, do you have an idea of who you reckon?
Yeah. I think the demon's name is Overlay. He is a lord of the 7th circle of hell.
That's good.
He has doors for eyes, which is why he can open portals.
That's
okay.
disturbing.
Yeah,
I like
that's already very fun. Overlay,
Yeah.
the demon of the 7th circle of hell with doors for eyes. I don't mind that.
Oh, it's such a strong image.
Yeah.
Fan art, let's
Yeah.
go.
Yeah. Those rights is very good.
Oh, wonderful. Are we how did you make a deal with Overlay?
Can I make a suggestion?
No.
Okay. Well, then I'm going to pass this over to the Yule brothers.
No,
No.
Em, please.
No, I was thinking maybe we already had our bargain and now we have fulfilled our contract and we're now working for Overlay doing his bidding in the human's realm because we've already used up whatever wish we've made.
Okay, so you wanted the power to
good.
jump from place to place, or maybe just a general wish as well. And Overlay was like, "Yes, I will give you this power, but you must. But one day I will ask for you a favor, and
Yeah.
you will do that."
Is that Overlay's voice?
Yes.
I did not
We're-
trust
are we
Overlay
gonna
from the
workshop
very
it?
Oh,
moment.
sorry. Hi, it's me, Overlay. I'm not.
Overlay,
People
what
call me a demon. No. Please don't believe everything you hear. Like that? Is that better? No, I don't. I prefer the form of the latter.
Okay.
Oh, Toby in the chat has spelled Overlay, but it's O-ver and lay as 3 separate words. In fact, everybody's doing different spellings of Overlay. Overlay, but Overlay, L-E-I-G-H at the end. Oh, O apostrophe V-U-R-L and then an A at the end. Overlay.
Overlay's arch
So are we-
nemesis is Underlay.
Yeah.
Art Vandalay. So
So we're just working for the demon now. Is that the idea? Like we got the favor and now we're just the demon's like
He's cashed in our souls, basically.
Cashed in
Yeah.
the souls.
Now
You
we've
got-
cashed it
Gotcha.
in.
You had 100 years of
do
teleporting,
work for
and
him.
now your souls belong to
Got it.
Overlay.
We have
I
that
like
moment
that.
where we
Cool.
look over,
That's really
oh,
fun.
new guy, what wish did you have fulfilled? Were you totally screwed? Yeah.
Yeah, I
And
just
you
wanted
bought
a
coffee
sandwich.
mugs.
I just wanted a sandwich. I don't know why I made a deal with the devil for it. It seemed like
Really
a good
drunk.
idea at the time, but I guess not. So it's
There's the
character
demon
work,
voice.
baby.
That's it.
Oh, I'm Overlay. I'm a demon. I own your souls
Runs a
now.
sandwich shop on Earth as well.
I make sandwiches and I teleport with my eyes. So, okay, cool. So I'm happy with that.
Yeah,
we
I
got
like that.
we know the tool. It's a bargain with Overlay, the demon lord of the Seven Circle of Hell and owner of a sandwich chain on Earth. So then the next question we need to answer is we've got our tool. We know how we're doing teleportation. What's our treasure? What are we looking for? And I suppose a question coming from that last discussion is, do you think you're looking for something that Overlay has asked you to look for, or are you looking for something that will help you break the thrall of this demon and like allow you to regain your freedom?
Man,
Pretty good.
both are great options.
It could, in
Maybe
fact,
so.
be something that is both, and maybe
He doesn't know.
he wants this thing, and we're like, well, yeah, bro, we could use that to break these chains. I don't know what it would be.
Yeah, like,
Yeah,
I
like-
need you to find me a big bolt cutter, but don't use it on your own spiritual chains. Please don't.
Yeah.
Oh, the chat
Yeah,
says
yeah.
the key to his eyes. He accidentally got his eyes
Key
shut.
to his
He normally has
eyes.
them open.
Ooh.
Yeah. Ooh. Yeah,
Good.
weird.
I don't mind the idea of like he's a demon, right? He's got two eyes, right? And those are the two ends of a portal that you use, right? But you're constantly trapped in his demonic sort of realm. But he has, as all demons do, a very prominent third eye,
Oh,
but it's
okay.
locked. There's a door in
Ah.
the center of his forehead. You're like, if you could unlock the door, maybe you could escape the demon realm that he's trapped you in now that your souls are his. That's a fun image.
I like that, and he wants us to go find that key, but we realize
He's like,
Yeah.
where's my
that we
key?
can actually use that key.
Yeah, it's like someone he
free
needs he
ourselves.
wants access to his third eye, but he doesn't want you to realize that the key will also allow you to escape.
Yeah. But we're smart.
But you
little
figured that
humans.
out. You knew all along.
We're clever.
You've studied
Like
your
that.
demonology. Does that? I
I
mean,
like that.
now I do know that
I like it.
in the Zoom chat, Travis has suggested just finding some sandwich meats. But maybe
Ooh.
The forbidden
Side
sandwich
quest.
meats.
Side quest.
so yeah. If you happen to look, if you just happen to see them, don't go out of your way. But if they're there, I mean,
Maybe they're forbidden because they would destroy Overlay. They're too
Maybe.
powerful.
maybe they're just too expensive and the profit margins aren't so good.
Just
You'd have to up the sandwich price,
You
and it's
gotta
not
keep
worth
the
it.
books balanced.
And nobody wants to have that one sandwich that costs more than all the other sandwiches, because what are you gonna? No one's like, wait, but the turkey is an extra 50 cents. That doesn't make sense. It's just how hard is it to get turkey? No one likes that. Oh my gosh! Look at the chat talking about the keys to his eyes being his eyelashes.
Eyelashes is
I'm very
Wow.
into finding the eyelashes.
Yeah,
I
that's
think
great.
we're looking for the
Yeah.
eyelashes. That's very good.
Yeah.
Who put forward eyelashes? Karamoya Zest. Good work. All right.
Very good.
See, that's the kind of the people who listen to Escape this podcast. They know how to come up with a good name for an eyelatch just on the fly. Just it's the kind of audience I've cultivated. All right, so that's fun. We know what we are looking for. We know the powers that we're using to look for it. The next step
Yeah.
is to determine your talents. So this kind of involves who you are as people and what you can do. Right? Everybody will have some sort of additional ability that they've got. Now, what I will do is I'm going to read out the same list. It's 6 options for a sort of ability that you could have during this game. I'll read the whole list, and afterwards we'll see if anything jumps out at anybody. You can be like, I want to be this. And if there's then if that's not true for everybody, we can then roll to get you a random one at the end. All right, so the list of sort of talents you can have. Number 1, you can be a double agent. So once per game, when a 6 is rolled and tension is meant to go up, you can instead say, no, here's how that actually helps us out, and it isn't bad for us at all, it's a good thing. Right? You're a double agent. You know, the guards arrive, and you can instead be like, no, I'm a guard. Oh, you know, I've caught these prisoners here. I'm taking them to the boss. That kind of thing, right? You get to counteract when something should go wrong and use up your double agent status to make it go right. The second option is a Chaos Wrangler, which is once per game. When you actually open a gateway successfully, you can instead choose a result from the table of possible corruption things, the D20, and say, oh, that's going to happen instead. So you can make one of those happen once per game whenever you want.
So you're saying free hat. I'm hearing free hat.
It's a free hat. It boils down to just, I should have just written free hat as a description.
Class. OP.
I should have said, you get a cool hat. I'm sorry I added all the extra wording to make it seem cool. Number 3, the option is a forger, right? You have a replica of the treasure with you, and once per game you can use it to solve a problem. Now, I suppose in this case you'd have like a big fake key to an eye latch that you can pretend at some point is the real key whenever you think that would be valuable to you. Number 4 is a mastermind, which is once per game. This is similar to Chaos Wrangler, but different. It's once per game when a gateway corruption occurs. You can instead describe how you planned ahead for this event, and you can count it as a successful thing. You can, right? So rather than being able to make one when you want and have it be as wild as it always is, the mastermind, when something happens and a corruption goes off, you can be like, haha, flashback to before we started. This is all part of the plan. When this goes wrong, here's how we're going to do it, you know? When a gateway opens and it just starts pouring water non-stop into the world, you can be like, haha, that's why we brought these surfboards for an escape from LA style canal race. That kind of thing, right? You turn it around. Number 5 is an engineer. It's the most easily mechanically explainable one here. Twice per game, you can lower the number of dice you need to roll on a level 2 or 3 portal by 1. So you could do a teleport from here to there for only 1 die instead of 2. You could do a teleport from here to wherever I want for 2 dice instead of 3. And you can do that twice per game. And then the final one, I've just called Coyote, because you can use your tool at any point, however many times you want, to make an image of a gateway that doesn't lead anywhere. Like when Roadrunner paints those fake roads on the side of a cave, on the side of a wall, and it looks like a real thing, people will run into it. You can do that as many times as you want. It doesn't have to roll, it's free, you can always do it whenever you want. Whether or not it's always super useful, who knows? But you can make them whenever you want.
What does our tool currently look like? Because we're not drawing anything, we just have a gift.
It's like just a magic spell?
I think it'd be like
our mouths and produce a sound too low to hear, and a hole opens up in front of us.
We're just all there going, "Aww," but too low.
It's kind of like, has anybody here read or watched Chainsaw Man? The manga, you know, they do the thing where they like they'll do this fox thing, and then like the fox head will just appear and bite whoever. They're like, oh, I can see you. It's that idea, but like you go, bah, and then the eye, just the single eye of overlay appears. You just open it, walk through, and you come out. You know, it's just hello, it's me.
It's just distressing.
It's very distressing.
Yeah.
It looks like a door. His eyes are doors. You only know it's his eye, but it feels like a door.
That's why it's distressing.
It all feels weird.
Maybe I should clarify, because I was picturing very long, like crusty eyelashes that we like have to brush past.
Well, you can do that too.
Like the entry to a sandwich shop.
Exactly.
Yes, like the things hanging down.
Yes.
Perfect. Exactly, just opening up a kind of heavy plastic that feels weirdly sticky, but you're not sure if it's actually sticky or if it's just sort of plastic. Yeah.
Or if it's like all in your mind.
Yeah.
The perceived germs of everyone who's gone through
Everyone's got to push through it.
Sounds right. Those things? All right. So, every fish and chip place. Okay. Well, that's what happens. an eye opens just a little bit, and it leaves its dangly eyelashes down, and you have to weave through them, and you come out the other side.
I'm really sorry that I've done this to you all.
World we've created.
Exactly. This is what happens when you play gateways. All right. So, what talents do people like? What has anything popped out as like, I want to be the person who can make one of these eyes do whatever by going chaotic whenever I want once per game. I don't know. What do you want? Did anything sound fun?
So
bunch
many
of
of
them
them.
sound
That's the
fun, yeah.
problem.
Well, if you want
Yeah.
to roll, you can roll a die, and
I think
you
I
get
want to roll.
All right. Well, hold on. Just for everybody at home, I'll put the dice on. Whoop. You should now. Hold on. Be able to see some dice. There you go, everybody.
Delightsome.
And Matt's gonna roll a die. A d6. Here he goes. It was a 2,
Yeah, too.
It was a 2.
which means you've rolled Chaos Wrangler.
Chaos Wrangler.
So once per
Yeah,
game,
alright.
you can open a gateway and just be like, you know what, this one's going to go wrong. It's going to go 20 years into the past. And I'm going to jump in and just going to chill 20 years in the past.
Easy, I'm out.
Back before my soul belonged to Overlay.
Before I sold
Yeah.
First move of the game. See you guys. Or jump 20 years into the future and hope that they've fixed it by then. Cool. All right. Is that you're happy with that?
Yes.
Do
Very.
you have a copy on you
I
of
do.
that thing? You do? Great. Wonderful.
Yes, I'm reviewing it now.
Wonderful. So you can do that once per game. You can just make one of those things happen whenever you want.
Awesome.
What about Travis? Do you have one that you think sounds fun, or do you want to roll and see what you get?
I am very keen for Coyote, actually.
Yeah, that's good. I love it. You could just make an eyelash thing appear. They go through, and then they get there, and there's just nothing. It's just a blank
It's just
wall.
a brick
What?
wall behind.
What?
Yep.
I've wasted so much time in this eye. I love it.
I'm very keen on Coyote.
Beautiful. Travis is a coyote. Sounds like a rude
about
thing
you,
to say to
Chris?
someone.
I think I want to roll, if that's cool.
Roll for
Yeah,
it,
go for it.
baby.
Yeah. I got 3.
A 3. That makes
Forger.
you a forger. So you have with
Okay.
you a replica of a key to an eyelatch.
Okay. Gotta use it at the right moment.
You gotta use the right moment. I don't know. Maybe it's good enough to fool Overlay. Maybe it's not. Who knows? Maybe you can fool somebody else.
If I give it some good pattern, maybe it'll work.
Yeah. Yeah, you gotta kind of
That's fun.
play like a magician. Don't want them to look directly at
So
it.
gotta sell it.
Yeah.
Right, yes.
Oh, this thing?
Here it is.
This go? Oh, this
It's
one?
okay.
It's that sort of like, yeah, FBI, just gotta say, gotta a few things. Yeah, we're with the police. What was that? Was that a phone? No.
No. It was
And
bad.
and Em, do you have a thought of what you would want to be?
I think I'm gonna go with Mastermind.
Mastermind.
Nice.
Yeah.
Lovely. So that means that
Question for you.
yes.
Can I play off my once per game, the corruption occurs? Can that be the Chaos Wrangler's corruption that they trigger?
It can. I think generally a Chaos Wrangler would try and use one that seems like it will be a benefit. But if you want to,
Sure.
you can. You can if Matt goes like, and then, you know, we all jump 20 years into the future, and you go, yes, but I've brought this plant with me that when it grows, it takes 20 years to grow, but when it grows, it's full of guns. It's a gun plant. we can just jump out of the portal, pick a gun, and go at it. I don't know, maybe.
Mastermind indeed.
I'll send this gun plant 20 years into the past. And then I'll grab an AK. I don't know. I don't even know if there are gun
always
plants.
needed. I knew it.
Yeah.
I thought of this ahead of time. It's perfect.
Okay.
Okay.
So you know your roles, and we know what we're looking for.
Yeah.
And in a second you can figure out who exactly your characters are, but the final thing we need to pick out is the tension, the source of what happens when we roll a 6. So what is making it difficult for you to go and find the key to this third eye latch? Is it in a dangerous place full of evil creatures? Is it being guarded by some? Does Underlay have it? And he's like, I'll never give it away. I've got it forever. You have to pay me 1,000 souls, and if you don't, I'll eat it. Whoa. And his guards are his demon guards are stopping you. Is it on? What's stopping? What do we think? What's the difficulty here?
I've got 2 ideas. Oh, Travis, go ahead.
Well, I kind of like this idea of the key to the thing we need to find being lost inside the portal between his eyes, and it's like trapped in there. But that may be potentially game breaking.
We're getting to some Psychonauts territory. Gotta get inside his head.
I like it. I like that. We can make that work.
That's cool. So what, we'd be like jumping around within his mind? That's a really effed up place to be. I don't know if I can cuss on this channel, Bill. I'll hold it off. I'll hold it back.
You can have one somewhere along the lines.
Okay, thank you. I'll use it carefully.
Yeah, try to
It's
avoid
gonna
it.
be a nasty one.
It's gonna be a real bad one.
Everyone gets one.
I'm gonna really chew on it. We're gonna let it rip.
It's gonna be part of my goodbye. It's not even gonna be relevant. It's gonna be great.
Man, I mean, that is a dangerous place to go, inside the mind of it, inside the subconscious
mind
of a demon.
I can just see some like shrink down magic school bus shenanigans.
Yeah.
Yeah, you go in there with someone who's just like, this is the amygdala. Look at it. Touch it, children.
It's Frizzle just explaining things. I'm very into it.
I like that.
I like that. That works well. I think
that's a difficult place to get to.
Yeah, like you just go in one eye, you just keep going in, and then you're inside. You can still use the power of those eyes inside his own head. But
would that open a pocket dimension that you can't escape from? Because you're suddenly portal inside a portal inside.
Maybe that's the risk. But I like this. That's kind of a fun place to be. And so like then the tension, the things that are stopping you are like things from his demonic subconscious and little, demonic white blood cells being like, hey,
it's white blood
get
cells.
out of here. What are you doing in here? We don't need you. I gotta clean up this brain. Get out of here.
I hope at some point we just like really are able to confront his daddy issues, and I think that would be fun.
Yeah, we got a mix of his psychoses and his white blood cells.
Perfect.
Turn into the center of the demon.
Yeah, I love it. Okay.
Way to our escape is actually implanting mercy in his psyche.
Whoa.
Just saying.
Oh,
Maybe you're gonna implant some mercy. Well, that sounds fun. I need to very, very quickly take a very short break. So while I'm gone, you feel free to chat with the chat, and I want to come back. When I come back, I want to have names for each of your characters. Names and a great cool voice. That's all I'm asking for. I'll be back.
I suddenly feel as if my voice is lacking. That's okay.
I think we should all just swap names one to the right.
Oh, just go around.
Does that make me Chris or Travis?
I don't know. I can't see the thing.
I think Chris, you'll be Matt. Matt, you'll be Travis. M, you'll be Chris, and I'll be M.
Perfect.
We could.
Just gonna change my name here so I remember.
Backwards, so it looks like we didn't just do this.
So one person's name is me.
I'm very keen to be me. That would be
all right. Perfect.
Okay.
Wait, what's happening?
So I'm Sivart.
Oh, we're doing the names backwards.
Yeah, because then it looks cool and demonic, and then also
I'm Tam. Okay, got it.
I can stick with this good plan.
So I'm
See if he
Cirque.
can figure it out. It's a puzzle. It's a puzzle for him to see if he can figure it out.
He's never gonna figure it out. Oh wait, he'll see Cirque and figure it out right away.
Oh, should I stop? I'll put it back.
No, it's perfect.
I'm going so fast. All right. Okay.
right.
So what are you guys in for?
Oh man. Well,
like, what
I
did
made
we
a deal.
trade to learn the power of portals? That's the deal, right?
Yeah,
Well, I feel like maybe we have the power of portals because we're working for him, right? Like we made just whatever personal trade we made with him, but now as his servants, we have that power.
Okay.
So we made our own individual wishes, I think, probably.
Yeah.
Have you done your homework?
Big wish that they made? We're working on our homework right now.
Yeah, jeez.
I'm ready, Bill.
You're always the good one. I found a cup that's in theme.
A cup that's
Yeah?
in theme?
Like to-
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah.
good. That's
That
really
is
good.
quite in
That's real
theme.
spooky.
What's the name of this demon? Do we think?
The
Overlay.
demon that we work for is
Overlay.
Overlay.
That's right. I forgot. We already had decided that. I knew it.
Do we want to
Writing
say what
things
we
down
wish
now.
for? Have we thought of it? Should we just make it up
Yeah.
now, I guess? Yeah.
Yeah. What
Uh,
did you wish for the guy did steal?
I wished. My name is Sivart.
Oh,
I'm
good. And thank you
from-
for changing your Zoom name so I won't forget it. Sivart.
No problem. I'm from the year 1203 AD.
Oh, I love it.
Or what is it now? What is it? ACE?
CE?
ACE?
Just CE.
CE. I wished for the ability to see my enemies' thoughts, and I could, and I found out what they all thought about me, and it was really depressing because a lot of people I didn't know were my enemy until I got this power.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I was
I was
like,
to
they
see my
hate
enemy's
me.
thoughts, and then you turn to your wife and you go, wait a minute.
You're like, oh no. So I became a hermit, and I died very quickly because of how badly I was at being a hermit. How bad I was at being a hermit.
All right,
Oh,
wonderful.
sweet.
So you're playing in like old Middle English the entire time, right?
Yeah, I was real confused even at the time. Yeah, I'll be speaking
Yeah.
Old Middle English.
Yeah.
Which
I've got-
sounds exactly like me right now. Just kidding. I will talk like this, I think. That's how that accent sounded way back then.
Yeah, that's how it was. Wonderful. Sivart. Well, look, here's Sivart. I'm not changing his tag on the stream, everybody. You just got to remember. It's going to be tagged as Matt Yule the whole time. I'm not going into there. It's too much effort. He's Sivart, though. Remember. And Travis. Do
I
you know
am
who you are?
me.
You're me? Oh, that's going to be confusing.
I hope so. I am also passed away, and I am a lost soul who is working for the demon Overlay, and I was Sivart's best friend and not an enemy, and I didn't have a wish. I was just tagging along. And yeah, we died and still pals.
I like that. I like that you
I
didn't have a wish.
really appreciate it.
Because it makes it seem like Sivart was like, I will give you my soul in exchange for this power. You know what? To sweeten the deal, I'll give you me's soul as well. He's not doing anything with it.
He's always around. What kind of hermit goes with his best friend out in the middle of that? Sounds more fun than just being a hermit by yourself.
Come on, let's be hermits together.
I have a lot of agency.
Perfect. All right. And M?
I'm playing Cirque, and she's a good Southern girl. She asked for a lot of bucks to help save the family farm, but got a lot of male deer instead.
That's how they get
And
you.
it was a problem. Yeah, they ate everything, and I stressed myself to death.
just go, what do I do about all this deer? Oh my god.
All my hair started falling out. It was
Oh.
awful.
All right.
That's it. That's my story. I don't like to talk about it much.
I'm looking at all of your names and I hate you all. Because right now,
Did you solve our puzzle?
because the characters are... No, I didn't. Is there a puzzle here?
No.
No.
Good. Cirque, Civet, me, and Chris, you seem to be playing someone called Tam with 2 T's.
Tatam.
Oh, Tatam. Oh, thank you.
Tatam.
Thank you. That makes it much
Tatam.
easier for me.
Yeah. Yeah, Tatam. Yeah, no, I wished more than anything to be the greatest ballet dancer in my country, and I phrased my wish very well, and the wish was granted, and I lived a
Nice.
long and wonderful life as just a phenomenal dancer.
Just so good.
And I died of old age, surrounded by loved ones, and now I'm, I don't regret the deal at all.
Good. Good.
Oh man.
Oh, Tatum, that
That's a
is
good
just
idea.
so nice.
Tatum. Hey, Tatum.
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 Call me Tatum.
Which style of ballet?
Uh-oh.
Jumpy.
Real jumping.
The one where you go
Real
high.
big on the jumps. Just real, the one with all the most jumps.
In a 4-hour performance, Tatum spent about 35 seconds cumulatively on the ground.
Yeah.
Impressive.
Yeah.
And it was amazing. It was exhilarating. Best deal I ever made.
All right.
Demon deals give you wings, I guess.
That's it. Well, welcome to the demon realm, where nobody ever refers to anybody by name and doesn't have to know how to say or spell any of them. The true demon realm. The seventh circle of hell, where nobody ever says character names.
Sad.
All right.
Just sad.
Well, I think we're good to go. If everybody here is ready, we're all good. We got our dice. We know how to play. Any final questions before we get started?
I don't think
No.
so.
Okay. Everybody in the chat, you all having fun? As soon as one person in the
Don't
chat
ask
says
that question.
no, as soon as one person in the chat says they're having fun, we'll start. I'm waiting.
Oh,
Come on.
well.
I need it right here. Right here.
There
it is.
There.
Liquid
Thank
Knee
you,
is
Liquid
having
Knee.
fun.
I
Okay.
was dying.
So, let's go. The four of you are together in the seventh circle of hell. Do you know each other? Have you come to this mission as a pre-existing group of people, or have you all been summoned separately?
Oh, we met
I
at
know
a hell
me.
tavern.
You're all
That hell chasm, that's my favorite hell chasm I've ever been to. Yeah. Oh, and I just met Tatum here. Such a nice person. Hello.
Hi everybody.
wonderful.
It's a good chasm. It's the best chasm. It's the least painful chasm. Still painful, but it's the least.
Perfect. Now I heard Hell Tavern, so I was picturing you all sitting around a little
Tavern.
table,
I
and then
heard chasm.
you
Tavern
see
makes
the
more sense.
on the board up. There's on the bounty board. It says looking for adventurers to find a key to a demon. Maybe that's how it happened. But either way, the four of you are together directly before the great face of Overlay. Overlay is a very large demon. His eyes are the size of doors, so the rest of his body, it's pretty big. So you're on a platform that's sitting at about his sort of neck height as his huge face looms over you, and he says, "Ah, my servants, welcome. I have a job for... Okay. Oh, I'm sorry, sir. Oh, maybe...
Oh, no, you're fine.
No,
You're
no.
fine.
Is my breath too stressful for you? Are you gonna die again?
That's
I gave you
helpful.
all the bucks you asked for. And this is what I got in return. You think you'll embarrass me, but demons like having bad breath. If I had good breath, I'd be embarrassed. Yeah, see how you like that, Cirque. Now, yes. Back to business. I have a job for the four of you. Now, Sivert and me. I know that you learnt many things when you were hermits. Or hermates? You were together, I guess. In the forest.
Yes, we were her mates. This is correct.
Yeah. Yes.
Good hermates.
Good hermates. Just a couple of cool hermit bros living in the forest together.
We told everyone we were her mates, and everybody said, "Stop saying that." We were like, "No." We kept saying it.
We even got t-shirts made.
We did.
Yes. I just picture Sivert goes up to a person. They say, "Stop saying you're hermates," and immediately he can suddenly see all their thoughts. You've made an enemy this day.
Walk into a room, say her mates, and everybody. Now I know what to
Everybody
think.
gets them. You can see all their thoughts. Well, I'm hoping you can use those skills to help in this quest I have for you. The four of you must find something for me. I'm looking for a key. A mighty key that will help unlock my true power and allow me to finally deal with that meddlesome underlay who thinks he's so cool on the sixth circle of hell. Not even a good circle. I wouldn't even want it if he offered it to me. What a dumb demon. But once I have my full power unlocked, you will be able to help me. However, I have an issue. The power has been locked away in somewhere where I cannot see. One of the only places I cannot see. My own mind.
Oh.
Dun,
Yes.
dun, dun.
Exactly. Thank you, me, for understanding the gravity of the situation. You four, I need you to go inside my mind and find this key. And you cannot refuse, for if you do, I will take your souls and I will send them to the one of the real bad ones. Not 6, that's just boring, but I don't know, like the 9th level of hell. You don't want to go there. You think I'm a bad demon master. You should see what they're doing down there. It's not good.
I suppose we'll just hop right in there. And how exactly are we gonna do that?
I will give you entrance to my mind right now. And he leans down.
Oh, right now.
So he's just at this sort of level.
Oh,
And he closes one eye and he opens the other. And as he does, instead of seeing his demonic flaming eyeballs like you usually see, you see something which you've become slightly used to after some of your travels through this demonic realm. Behind his eye instead is a kind of glowing portal. And in the center of it, you can see, I mean, usually you could see through to other places in the demonic realm, but this time you kind of see what looks like a big ocular nerve. And he says, "Step into my eye, children, and travel through. You shall be entering my mind space. But I warn you, take the key and nothing else. Do not touch any other treasures in my mind space. And when you have the key, you must hand it directly to me. Do not use it for any purposes. It is a power greater than you can imagine. You must leave my eye and drop the key here in front of me, and I shall use it myself. Are we understood?"
May I? Oh, I just real quick. It does feel like a trap. It's not a trap, right?
Tatam, if I wanted to hurt you, I would eat you like I've done before. You didn't enjoy it last time, and I shall do it again.
Now, it was a lot of chewing.
Ah?
A lot of chewing.
Ah!
No, okay, I'm sorry.
All right. Now enter my eye, children.
Does
oh,
anybody want to go first? Or?
oh. How about I just hold back the lashes on this side, and me? Do you want to hold back the lashes on the other side, and everyone can just kind of slip past?
Oh, the
Oh,
lashes
yeah.
must touch you as you go. It's part of the ritual.
It's the least.
You must brush through the lashes on your way.
Yeah.
I don't
right.
like it. I'm just gonna get it over with. I'm just gonna. Okay, bye. Here I go.
Yum, yum, yum,
I'm
yum,
gonna
yum.
run through.
Yum, yum, yum. Yum, yum.
You hear the blink sound. every time.
Yeah, I cover my ears as I walk through because I don't like the sound.
The four of you sit through the eye.
Yeah.
And you find yourself sitting in a large, fleshy red cavern. It reminds you of the entrance to that dungeon in Ocarina of Time. Jub Jub? Jub Jub's belly? Is his name Jub Jub?
Jub jub.
Jub Jub. Jub Jub? Except that's a mouth. This is an eye. But it's the same feeling. The walls around you are hot. The whole area is hot. Demons run hot, everybody. And you see in all around you the walls of his large eye, and a sort of tunnel leading off with effectively like you have in your own eye. Anyone ever seen a picture of your own eye? There's a big hole in the back, and that's where all the nerves go, and that's where you are, walking into the eye of a demon.
Well, you know, my mama always said beauty was in the eye of the beholder, and I think that we all just look great right now.
I like that. I like that a lot.
The four beauties in the eye of the demon.
Yeah.
You can continue down this passageway for a while.
Yeah, I suppose we should.
Oh, don't touch the sides. I feel like that's going to be wet and mucusy, and you could possibly be absorbed. And I don't know, that feels like something that he would do just to have a laugh.
It does feel like the kind of thing he would do. That is kind of his jam.
Do
I'm
you
going to
think
try
he
to
can
not touch
hear
anything.
us?
I hope not.
I mean, we're not near the eardrum.
Overlay, sir. Overlay.
You hear
Sir?
nothing.
Sivat, can you hear
We're
him?
okay.
Can you hear?
I can't
Okoye?
hear anything. No.
You can't hear anything?
What?
Oh, Siva is here,
no,
enemy.
no, I can't. I can't hear the demon. Weirdly, I don't know if he's my enemy or not. I think he just doesn't let me hear his thoughts. I
Oh.
don't think he likes me.
Oh, so you've got a new best friend.
That's right.
Deal.
Oh,
with it.
me,
Wow.
don't you worry. I don't think anyone else wants that job. You're just the best person for it. Nothing meant mean-wise, Sivert. It's my bad.
It's fine. I know what you're thinking.
I get it.
That one will not get old, will it?
So the four of you continue down, and eventually you sort of reach a part where the walls around you narrow, and then suddenly it stops, and there is this large sort of membrane right in front of you that blocks your passageway through any deeper into this cavity. And the four of you are standing
Well, I
there.
guess we've hit a dead end.
That's it.
Should probably head back.
No,
Game
I
over.
reckon we gotta do that thing where we do
Yes.
sound, and then we're gonna open up. I don't know if it's gonna be a problem if we open up one of his eyelashes inside of his own eye optic nervical system, but
I mean, he did send us in here, so I think if it is a problem, that's kind of on him.
you know,
Right.
honestly, we should have figured out more about this key, what it looks like, and where it can be found. Because right now we're just wandering his body, and who knows how long we're gonna be in here and what sort of horrors we're gonna find.
I was going to ask questions, but I was too scared.
I was
That
gonna
happens
ask
to me a
questions,
lot.
but I was busy holding my breath.
All right.
Well, should I throw a little hole? Should I make a little hole in this membrane? You think?
I mean, do
Yeah,
you
go
think
for
we
it.
should put a hole in the demon? Or do you think he'll be
It's
mad?
temporary. I think he'll survive. He's a tough cookie.
You don't think he'll get a little
It'll
mad?
be fine, Sievert. It's just like picking your nose. It's just an eyelash inside of another eyelash. It's fine.
Yeah, it's just a little hole. I can't. I mean, I can't imagine this is an important part of the eye. It's way in the back.
Yeah.
Sure. You sound like doctors from my time.
The problem with you is you have too many eyes. We should remove some. Relieve the stress on the ocular cavity.
What is this thing? I don't know. Put a hole in it. Why not?
All right.
No, if you want to put a hole in it, put a hole in it.
Would you like to try and open a hole in this membrane?
Yeah, it feels like it's something that would be less than 10 feet thick.
Yeah. You can do a level 1
okay.
little portal straight through. Roll a single die.
Okay, I want a 2 through a 5, right?
Yep. Or a 4.
What about a 1? I got a 1.
Oh, all right. Hey, that's a fun way to start the game. So the very first
excited.
opening is we're gonna roll on the table. So here we go, everybody. You can follow along with this.
I was
chaos.
being
Hopefully
really
this is-
cocky as well. I think Sam was being really, really cocky about that when he was kind of trying to show off how good he was at going. Oh.
So,
Oh,
Chris,
Tatum.
would you like to roll a d20 and let's see what happens?
Yes, yeah, here it comes.
God, this is a
be
big
good
way to
with
start. A 4. All right. So what are we looking
Okay.
at here? I love
This
it.
is gonna be useful.
This is
honestly.
perfect for all of you. So the gateway opens, and what's odd about the gateway, right, is you've opened these before in the real world, but when the eye appears, it's like the size of an eye, or rather of one of Overlay's eyes. It's this big, huge thing, this portal. And this one appears as well, but because you're inside his eye, it appears, and it's much smaller than usual. It's a little, you'd have to sort of crawl to get through it. And the eye opens, and you hear a voice go, "Whoa, this is weird. Oh, this is real strange, guy. I can't see anything, but did you summoned one of... okay, please, I assumed you would need this power in here. I didn't realize it would feel so kind of creepy. Please, get through as quick as you can. Come on, step through, please."
I hustle
Squish
through.
to
I do.
Tatum.
Yeah, I squeeze through.
All right, are you all following in?
Yep.
So
Oh
you're in
yeah,
the
head
entrance.
first.
So
definitely head first.
You get down on your knees, you separate the lashes, and you crawl through, and then suddenly you feel like you can stand up, like it's opened up around you. And it's kind of strange. And you step through, and you walk through, and then you realize you look back, and that same eye, that portal is now massive, bigger than usual. It's like a double-sized sort of door. Now, am I going to apply this to everybody who goes through the portal, or will it be more fun to make it only half of you?
I go back through the portal.
I think it takes him a while to calibrate, right? So he's wait, I've got it now. So everybody feels suddenly the portal is a lot bigger than it was before. But for Tatam and for Cirque, you come through and you realize the portal wasn't any bigger. It looks like you got smaller, because when you turn around, you see the knees of Civet and me, who have stepped through for a portal that did actually get larger, and they've come through at normal height, whereas Cirque and Tatam, you're about 2 feet tall.
Oh shoot!
I'll only accept that type of voice from now on.
Oh man,
Tatum, we're pot size now.
Well, this is ridiculous. No one will enjoy my dancing now. My jumps will be small jumps.
Oh, it's not going to be as impressive. Sorry, darling.
Let's just get this over with.
I'm going to offer them a shoulder ride.
Yes, please. I kind of call
I can
it
take
first.
someone as well. If we want to split up that duty.
Yeah.
I do one of my very impressive leaps right up onto
Right on
his
top.
shoulders.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Now, Civet and me are men from the 1200s, so you are now basically back to your original height by sitting on their shoulders. Well, wonderful. So now the 4 of you, Cirque, are you on shoulders as well?
Yeah.
Good. So
Yes, absolutely.
the 4 of you standing on only 4 legs between you are now in a very large kind of opening. You see there is the sort of fleshy walls open all the way around you, but you've moved straight inside the brain, and the brain of a demon is different from the brain of a human being. Yours are a kind of a pink, fleshy thing that does, but whereas a demon's brain is a bit more ethereal and a little bit more magical. So by stepping through this membrane, you've arrived in a magical place. You see all around you, there are like weird little kind of creatures, sort of not quite human shaped. They kind of have that Gumby sort of look to them. They're very undefined as they're moving around, and they're taking like buckets of things and pouring them in other things to make a little thought wheel turn. You see fire shooting up into the distance in the background, and the whole time everything's going like dun 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 dun, and people are and there's conveyor belts moving with like, you know, it's a very kind of cartoon idea of how a brain would work. Damn, we're back to cartoon world. There are like strange symbols and incantations moving and twisting inside each other. There's little people trying to get. Every now and then, there's a person just appears and they say 2 or 3 words, and then they catch fire and they disappear again. It's a very strange place, a demon's brain. It's like those. Was it Hieronymus Bosch did all those did the illustrations of hell and all that stuff? That's kind of what you're looking at. People are just, it's weird. But none of the creatures look quite like fully formed individuals. They don't have eyes. They're not chatting and talking. They're not like sitting at a water cooler being like, oh, how's your week? Oh, toilet in the brain mines. No, they're weird, fantastical sort of arcane creatures all performing in that same task over and over again. And that's kind of how the cells of a demon work. And you were standing in the midst of this cacophony as it all goes out in front of you, but you cannot see a key floating anywhere. You see strange spires and towers and things, but you don't know where to go yet. What do you do?
Wow, it looks like Willy Wonka in The Wizard of Oz had a little demonic baby in here. Like, that's the aesthetic that I'm seeing.
That captures it very well.
Well, what? How in tarnation are we gonna find this key?
Maybe we should chat up one of these little creature things.
Oh, I don't want to talk to them.
No?
I'm small
Find
now.
one that
I'm
has a mouth.
pint-sized. Maybe
we
they
should-
can
that's
draw some sort of symbol in the air, just like make an arrow point it. Maybe they can summon them with one of their demon skills.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you got to do something.
I'm gonna go talk to a creature.
Oh,
A
sorry, I
cell?
forgot my chaos overlay. Beep. Yeah, you want to go talk to a little creature?
Yeah, yeah.
All right, around you, there's this sort of small red creature, very formless kind of blob, sort of vaguely got limbs, and it's got like a little grinder machine, and
Not
it's
that
just
one. I don't want to talk to that one.
okay, cool, because it's just putting little thoughts in a thought and grinding them out to new thoughts. Well, next to that, there's another one that's blue and looks a lot more chill, and he's just sort of like rolling around on the ground, not doing much.
That's my guy.
All right, good.
Cool. I'm gonna go talk to him. Like, hey, my dude. This is my old timey voice.
Yeah, this is how people spoke in the 1200s.
Yeah. Hey, my dude. Do you know the way to the key thingy that your boss, your brain master needs to get for the thingy?
The blue guy kind of stops rolling around and he looks up at you and he goes,
Okay. I start doing actions and I make the doorway sign and then I'm like key.
and then suddenly a little thing grows out of the top of his head.
Oh,
And it's like a little kind of light. And then it
No.
starts to spin and flash.
Uh-oh.
And he goes,
Oh, no.
Silver, we need to run.
And suddenly you see out of the kind of the sides, you see these strange little blobs, but they look they're white instead of, they're not blue, they're not red. They're these white blobs, and they look sharper than other blobs. They're still blobs, but they're kind of sharper. They've got little sort of like points, and you see them chasing after you. They just start pouring in from both sides and rushing towards you. There's maybe 5 or 6 on one side, 5 or 6 on the other, and they all rush out and they start to chase you.
Silver.
Me?
What
Run!
we need.
All
Perhaps now-
right. I'm gonna coyote door them.
Yes.
Smart.
Okay. So what, were you going to make a big fake door on one side or the other, or what's the plan?
Well, I can use that as many
times
times
as
as
you
I
like.
want. I'm gonna put it right in front of me, blocking. It's a big one, and we're blocking all of us like a shield.
Okay. You make a big doorway that doesn't lead anywhere around you to try and protect yourself from all sides. And it appears, see like a big fake eye sort of opens up. And there's nothing behind it. And the white blood cells kind of, they run and they get to the door and you hear them go dong as they crash into the sides of the door. And they start to scramble and you don't, and for a second you think, okay, well look, we're protected on all sides. But then after a while you start to hear this, and it gets bigger and bigger, and you can see the white blood cells are kind of climbing on top of each other. They're getting closer and closer to the ceiling of this, to the roof, and they're trying to like push against these doors. And it looks like you've bought yourself some nice time. You get time to make a nice, calm decision here.
Well, I shot my shot, Savat.
Hey, you bought some time.
Anything?
Well done, me. This is an excellent hiding place. I think we're probably
Arrogant.
going to have to portal right out of here. There's some spires in the distance. Treasures sometimes are at the tippy top of towers. Should we try to do a two-hole portal to the
Yes.
top of one of them? Is that a thing?
Great idea.
You can see through the kind of opening at the top of your wall, your ring of doors. You can see the top of this like strange spire that you could teleport straight to. It looks like it has an internal kind of rooms in there. Like you could, if you jump to the spire, you might be able to get yourself inside.
Okay, shall I be the one to do this one? Is everybody okay with that?
Cirque is screaming and like pulling at your hair.
She's trying to ratatouille you.
Can I help you? Is there something I can do to stop this?
Just get us out of here.
Got it.
Mama's hair.
Okay, I'm going to roll it.
Yep, roll your 2 dice.
Hey.
A 3 and a 3, that's perfect. Nothing bad happens. All right, so you fire one of your portals to the back of one of these gateway things. Or you don't fire it, because that's not how this works. You do your low hum, and an eye opens up on that side and says, I think I've got the dimensions right now. I've understood. I still can't see you. I hope you're not doing anything weird in here, but here you are, my eye. And another one opens up slowly on the tower above you and kind of in the distance and looks around and says, oh, I wish I could see things in here. But I can't. And you can all jump straight into what you can weave your way into one eye and pop out the other. Yeah. So the 4 of you, just as you're getting through, you're kind of stepping in, you're popping out on top of this tower on the other end. And as you go, as the last one, who's last coming out, going through the portal? Who's the 4th person to go in?
I think I'm probably the 4th because I'm like, I'm going to have to concentrate to keep the fake doorways up.
Perfect. So, yeah, me the entire time has been like, to make these 4 things appear. But just as you're stepping through and those 4 gateways kind of collapse around you, you can get in just as it's closing. And as you do, you see something strange. Behind all of these little kind of white, sharp blobs, there's a man. But like an actual, like, man or a demon, but someone with real features and definition, with a little whip and a couple of these little white blood cells on leashes. And he's looking, and he catches your eye just as the portal closes. And you see he looks angry. But that's all you see. And then the 4 of you are now on top of a large spire. Way off in the distance and below you, you see that swarm of white blood cells going, missed him! But you're now standing on top of this large spire. There is, just below you, like an opening which you could jump into to get inside this spire. But from up here, you get a much better view of this landscape of strange demon brain. You can see all the cells and creatures and blobs working and doing all their strange magic. But you also see that in the center, or below you, which you couldn't see from outside, from where you entered, there's like almost like a maze, like a little sort of network of connecting rooms and tunnels and things that all mix with each other. That looks like it stores some of the important information in the brain. It's where processes are going on. It's like memory storage and other things like that. A weird, creepy connection of tubes and rooms way below you. And the spire that you are in
down on the ground.
Goes a long way down to the ground level, but doesn't seem like it connects up directly with that maze. But that's where you are.
Well, now I feel like we should be in the maze.
Maybe it's in the spire. Maybe the maze is red herring.
Could be a fake out. Do we see a way into the inside of the building of the spire?
Yep, you can jump down a little hole right next to you. It'll jump you right in. Very easy, very clean.
Is this spire, like, are we getting the sort of Assassin's Creed kind of view of the area? Like,
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can see all around. Your map automatically fills itself. A couple of collectibles mark themselves, and there's even a big bale of hay down the bottom if you wanted to jump into that.
Hey, maybe we should jump into the hay.
Oh, I don't know. That seems Matt dangerous, doesn't it? I'm not gonna be able to keep up this voice.
It's only dangerous if you don't know how to leap. And I leap off of the tower.
Who's gonna die?
Tatam leaps in a perfect dive, aiming for this small kind of cart full of hay, and he's tumbling and twisting. It's the most beautiful thing any of you have ever seen. And you've seen pictures of me, but even then, it's the most beautiful thing you've ever seen as he twists and he dives and he turns and he lands and he just whoop, and 2 single little bits of hay go pa-choo, into the air.
Wow.
Yeah.
And then Tatam sticks his head back up and says, it's me.
Yeah. Come on down.
What is the next step of your plan?
We're going to look in this maze thing.
Maze is made to be lost in.
It'll be fine.
Why don't you go stick your finger in one of the memories and see if you can find where this key is stored?
Okay.
Absorb
I walk over
it
to
through
the nearest
osmosis.
memory and I stick my finger in it.
Tatam walks to the nearest sort of like one of these big pulsing. Hey, thank you for following, Bud Fannin. One of these big pulsing like orbs that make up part of the maze, and you sort of stick your finger in.
Yeah.
And it is a memory. And you see it doesn't necessarily immediately strike you as being the most useful memory for finding this key. You see its overlay sitting at a little round table with a few other large demons, and they're saying, all right, well, now that we've worked out the budgeting, we need to figure out how many souls go from which to where. I think we should do the payment of soul plan over the next 2 demon years, and I'll give you 1 soul every day.
Do they call you Nancy because you Nancy too many questions?
Oh, wonderful. Look at all these gift subs. Thank you so much, Just Us Warrior.
Do they call you Nancy because you
so
Nancy
many
too many
you
questions?
can't hear these, but do they call you Nancy because you Nance too many questions over and over again? Do they call you B Zelda because you B Zelda too many questions?
Do they call you Nancy because you Nancy too many
questions?
questions?
Do they call you Hawk because you Hawk too many questions? Do they call you Neon Ness because you Neon Ness too many questions? Do they call you Always a Wolf because you Always Wolf too many questions?
Do they call you Nancy because
so
you
many.
Nancy too many questions?
Do they call you Anthrama because you Anthrama too many questions? I don't know why that's become our subscriber.
Do they call you Nancy because you
more.
Nancy too many questions?
It's just a best quote from every Nancy Drew game. Do they call you Nancy because you Nance too many questions? But we're back. We're back. And you touch this memory, and it's going over sort of demon finances, and it seems really boring.
Okay.
But then it sort of focuses in a little bit about, because it's showing you what overlay is remembering. And when he suggests this deal, you see that one of the other demons there, you see it focuses in on them as they sort of are they're sort of saying mean things under their breath, and Overlay thinks it's about him, so he remembers this thing. But it's focused on them, and you don't recognize them until Overlay says, well, Underlay, what are you talking about? Are you saying mean things about me? And Underlay says, do I have a voice for Underlay yet? I don't know if I do.
No.
And Underlay says, oh, I'm not saying anything about you. I'm just talking with my little helpers here. And you see these 2 little small demons turn and say, yeah, boss, I was talking to Underlay here about normal things, not about how you got bad breath. And Overlay says, bad breath is good for demons. And Underlay, oh, no, of course. It's very good. I wish I had breath as bad as yours. But you do recognize one of these little demons that's talking with Underlay. And you recognize him because you've seen him not 10 seconds ago with a whip in his hand and 2 white blood cells on his on leashes. It is so you've recognized that one of those that demon you saw earlier, who's in the brain with you, looks like he's one of Underlay's hench persons, hench demons, hedge wizards, and so that's what you see. But then you get the memory sort of ends, and your finger hurts. And you go, hot demon memories. The 3 others, the rest of this party, your other 3, you're standing on top of a big tower.
Okay.
Tatam has just jumped.
It was a memory. It was a memory. It was kind of interesting, but I think I might keep poking memories. You guys want to come poke some memories?
I yell cannonball and leap from the tower towards the bale of hay.
Me leaps from the tower, lands in the bale of hay. Huge amount of hay flies up in the air as we cannibals into it. But as we all know, you can never get hurt from jumping, no matter whatever height, into a bale of hay. So me is perfectly fine.
I also did a 360 during that.
360 no scope.
Arms and did some coyote gateways as I was going down.
Perfect.
Yeah, I style
Nice.
points.
Star points.
Very impressive.
See,
You can
I
poke
don't
any of
think
these.
that I can jump down that. That's too scary. I can't do it.
No worries. We'll stay up here for now, and if they need us, we'll figure something out. We're just gonna stay up here for right now because it's scary.
What? Why?
Never split the party.
Split party.
We're gonna look for the key up here in case it's a red herring down there, okay?
Good. All
I
right.
can't hear you, and I throw a teleport to go back up to the top.
All right. Roll 2d6.
Again, just too cocky. All right, this is a 1.
So
in
1 out
there.
of 3. So if you could roll d20, let's see what goes wrong with your portal.
Chaos.
I was just trying to see what you were saying. 15.
Oh, wonderful! Perfect. Okay, so this is we had a similar version of this on our last game, but this is the worst one. So you make your portal here next to the sort of the memory wall. You think,
Sure.
memory wall is a good enough wall as any to put a portal on. And you step into the eye. The eye's opened up. So I still can't see in here. I hope you're not putting any portals on memory walls. That can be. But you don't listen. You step right in, and the other portal appears up on the tower, and you step out. But you also step out from the original portal. There's now a tatam standing on top of the tower, and there's a tatam standing off by the memory wall. That doesn't seem quite right. But Chris, you are standing on top of a tower. You personally, you're on top of a tower.
Which one is me?
You're right next to Civet, and you're right next to Cirque.
Okay.
So what would you like? We'll deal with you up here first. What are you doing up on top of a tower?
I think I don't even see me down
No,
there.
you don't even notice. He's chilling.
What? I couldn't hear you. What were you saying?
Oh,
So
sorry.
we're gonna. Oh, go ahead, Sievert. You explain so
No,
much better
after
than
you.
I do.
I love your little tiny voice.
Oh, thank you. All right, so I was just saying we're gonna go ahead and search for the key up here because the jump down is gonna be really far and I'm very little, and maybe the key's up here anyhow.
Oh, okay. Well, but if it gets sketchy, just come right down. I don't want us to get into trouble.
If it gets sketchy, all right. If it gets more sketchy than being inside of a demon's head with all
Fair
sort
enough.
of magic going on and people sticking
Sure.
fingers in memories and people can leap off of towers and hey, yeah, if it gets more sketchy, I'll let you know.
You burned.
All right. Can I walk back? Can I walk back through that same portal?
Yeah, you
to
can
be
walk back
down?
through the same portal.
Okay, I still don't know about the other one, so I walk back through to appear.
The town walks right back,
Well,
and you
I
bump
don't
into
know
someone.
if that means there's another. If there's another.
No, it's fine. You just bump into someone. And so now,
Oh,
down on
excuse
the
me.
ground, you see that there is, or as you as viewers, the audience at home, you see that there is Tatam, there is me, and by me I don't mean me, I mean me, not me, but me. And between them, there's another Tatam. But he looks a little bit off. And looks like he doesn't quite look like Tatam as normal. And he says, "Oh, I'm such a good ballet dancer. I'm so cool, but I never get anything done. Oh, I'm not very good at helping a demon who owns my soul. I don't do anything at all." And you realize
clearly I'm the real Tatam.
that this is the Tatam from Overlay's memories of Tatam.
Oh, come
Has stepped
on.
out of his memory sphere, and he says, oh, it's me. I think me's an idiot. I'm gonna go and get him." And he starts walking towards me.
Oh, boy.
And by me, I don't mean
No,
me.
no.
I'm not a player in this game. I'm a game master. I'm in me.
Like in an aggressive manner.
Yeah. Look, he
Like
starts.
he's gonna go get him.
He's gonna go get him. He starts walking
Wow.
towards you, me.
And then I say, me, punch me.
Yep. So I do my kind of regular thing, and I do a coyote.
Yeah.
But this time I draw it on the ground in front. So it's leading straight into the brain ground.
All right. The fake doorway opens under the feet of this menacing Tatam. But he doesn't even flinch. As soon as it opens under his feet, he goes, "Ha-ha!" And he jumps so high and
I should
beautifully.
have warned you.
And also, I'd like to point out, Chris, your Tatam that you were playing only comes up to about the knees of this Tatam, who is a
I was
full-size
wondering,
Tatam
sure.
from the memory of Overlay. And he leaps over and he says, "Look at my beautiful leaps. I care more about leaps than I do about people or my own soul. What an idiot I am." And he lands. And then he says, "And now, because I care not for ugly old people from the 1200s, I will dance at you, me." And he starts to spin and he gets closer and closer to you.
Well, I guess I'm gonna do a real portal. Yeah, through the memory wall.
That's right, everybody. I've made Travis roll some dice.
Okay.
What are you trying to do? You're trying to make a...
I am going to roll I'm gonna do a 1. Try and get through some memory wall.
Okay, just like jump into a memory world. Let's do it. Roll that die. A 4, that's perfect. You to the nearest memory wall, you...
We did it!
Quick little Tatam, let's go.
And a big eye opens, and you can jump straight in. Tatam, you can jump in as well if you want to, little Tatam.
No. Wait, I'm jumping on me.
Yeah, beautiful. So the two of you jump on me, and me jumps through this eye that is opened up in the side of this memory wall, this memory foam, and you jump straight through. But now it's not just sticking a finger in. You are inside this strange old demonic memory, and so as you open your eyes, you are seeing through the eyes of Overlay for at least for a moment, as you see like. He's on a path of destruction. He's running around his own demonic realm. Just on one of his... You've seen him do this a few times. Everybody kind of regenerates because you're trapped in the demon world forever. So sometimes he likes to just go around just like squish people. He's like, "You'll come back." And so he's on a squish rampage. He's wandering around this demonic realm. Just been like, "Ah, I will destroy you all. Ah, look at you. You used to be the mayor and now you're under my foot. You used to be a president and now I've crushed you. You were a deli worker. And a very good one. I shan't crush you. Bring me a sandwich. You are a... And he's naming people and crushing them. It's a whole weird thing and you're just sort of stuck in this mindset for a while. And while you are living this strange memory, what is Civet and Cirque doing? Civet and Cirque.
I think we're up there and we're just watching everything happen through this hole in the wall. This eyeball in the... Is that a thing that can we see through it? When we're not going
you know
through
what?
it?
I think it's closed by now. After
it's closed
two
up.
journeys
No
from
more
Tatam.
Gotcha. Well, we're poking around up here. Cirque is still up on Sivert's shoulders, I think, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I feel like a princess up in a tower. I hope there's no dragons.
That'd be bad.
There's demons and all. I agree. I hope there are no dragons. So what do we see inside of what do we see inside the spire?
So you jump down into this spire and you're in like a big sort of circular room at the top of this tall tower. There's a central staircase that seems like it just winds and winds and winds and winds and winds down to the bottom, and it's labeled the Scaredy Cat Staircase, because for people who don't want to jump into hay.
Ouch.
but around this room, you see there are like little, like kind of watching states. There's like little binoculars and telescopes and things like that, and you can recognize that this used, in fact, for a little you see a little photo on one of the counters, one of the like the what's the word for a thing that has a stuff? You know, the thing on one of the consoles,
Like
right?
a shelf?
Yeah, like a shelf, like a
okay.
desk, like a thing. You see, there's a little picture, and it's a little white blob, and then another little white blob, but it's got long hair, and then a little white blob between them, and it's got like a little lollipop.
Oh, it's someone's little tiny family.
And so it makes it seem like this is where the white blood cells sort of operate. And they must have left here to go and get you when that alarm went off. But there's a few things around. There's nothing with any language. They can't speak, but there's like little sort of like pictures and drawings and maps and odd little things like that all throughout this room. Is there anything you want to look for or do, or are you just going to get out of here?
Seaver, how about you look around? I have a little idea I'm going to try and get done.
It's adorable. I'll do so. Am I putting you down, or are you gonna? Okay.
Oh,
you do
yes,
thing.
please. Down, please.
Mm.
All right, Game Master, I have a really random idea.
Yeah.
I'd like to see if there's like an alarm that rings when they're being summoned. And I want to make a little tiny portal and I'll chuck that alarm right through so that they can never be alerted when there's intruders so they don't get us no more.
I
And
like
if
it.
that accidentally makes it so if he gets sick, they can't fight off that infection, well, so be it.
Yeah, true. True, you're wreaking some real havoc in here. But yes, there is a big alarm in the center of the ceiling. Big, like, it looks like the same little thing that came out of that blue little blob's head. But a bigger version, a big spinny light. Yeah, you could put a portal at the base of that light and make it go somewhere.
I would love to do that.
Are you going to teleport it somewhere, or are you just going to, like, make a hole to detach it and then take it around with you?
So I want to send it somewhere.
Okay, where are you going to send it? As
That's
far
a
as you
great
can?
question. Yeah,
You
I'm gonna
remember
look-
being on Earth. You could make it appear in Savannah, Georgia.
It's gonna be right
Could
where
squash some
all of
bucks.
those bucks started spawning, you know, and they
Yeah.
started just running out of this one bush. For some reason, there's this huge bush, and they all just kept leaping out over and over until there was 1,000,000 bucks covering her family farm. So that's she's gonna crush that bush with this alarm. That's her
Good.
plan.
I've lured you into making the most difficult roll in the game. Roll all 3d6,
Oh,
and let's
that's
see if
what
we
I've
can make
always
this.
wanted.
Let's see if we can make this thing appear back in Savannah, Georgia. I've decided that's where you're from.
I got a 3, a 5, and a 6.
Okay. All right. So the portal works,
Mm-hmm.
but with a 6, it means that it's going to work against you. It's going to work for the people who are trying to stop you. So you open up a portal. You see on the other side, Savannah, Georgia. Now, you've tried this before. You've tried to make one of these and go through yourself, but you can't get out of the demon realm. When you try and step through, your soul remains here in the demon world, and a physical version of your body steps through. So next to this portal that you've made in Savannah, Georgia, there's kind of like maybe 4 or 5 Cirque corpses that have stepped through, had no soul, and immediately died. From a couple of attempts that you've made to try and get back home that didn't work, and you figured that out already. But you can send this inanimate object through. So this large siren falls through this portal and lands in the middle of a bush. It crushes the bush, and there's a bunch of bucks now that have had time to breed. So there's like 3 million of them, and they all a bunch of them look at the bush and go, "Whoa," and then they just keep eating. And you think, wonderful, there's no alarm now. The alarm cannot go off.
Mm-hmm.
But that's not quite how it works. As soon as that light disappears, you see the cords above it are now no longer connected to anything. And that looks like it triggers something, because you can't see a big light flashing, but all you can hear now is whap, 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 whap. And you see down below that a bunch of white blobs are running around, just attacking everything. They go, "What's this? What's that?" And they're freaking out, and they are on constant alert. And that's really not looking good for you. You've made things a little bit worse rather than better. That alarm cannot be. There was a big off button on the alarm. You could turn the alarm off whenever you want. There's a big off button, but it was on the lamp. So it's now gone.
Well, I don't speak white blood cell.
True.
I didn't know what it said.
Exactly. So there's now a constant alarm going, which I will not do. You can all imagine this at home, that there's a constant alarm playing.
Okay.
So good. I mean, good.
Nice.
Good work, Cirque. Meanwhile, to Tam and me, you have sort of regained a little bit of composure in this memory space, and you can detach yourself from living the memory of overlay, and it's now sort of playing around you. But you can see the confines of the memory bubble that you are in. There are a couple of little tunnel exits from the memory bubble that you've been trapped in. There's maybe, let's say, 3 of them. There's one to the north, one to the south, one to the east. And Dennis.
Ooh, which one are you feeling?
I mean, we could detach ourselves from the memory, but I also feel like there's some information in here that we still could be helpful.
True.
Okay, I like
now, if you go down these passageways, you'll end up in other memories as well. So you'll be out of the person squashing memory, but that may be what you want. But you could travel to a different memory.
Can we use portals in memories?
It's only one way to find out.
Like, if we're in a memory, is the memory
could
real?
you move in the memory? No, you couldn't do that. If you make a portal now, it'll be in the brain space and will open a hole in the memory to another memory or to another area of the brain, but not from place to place within a memory.
Okay.
Gosh, why would you even ask?
pretty
Don't you
clear,
understand how
actually.
memory magic works?
just clarifying in this reality how things are working.
Yeah, obviously in the real world, you know how memory portals work. But yeah, this is that's true. This is a fake. It's a fantasy game. So,
shall we take a tunnel?
Yeah, let's take a tunnel. I mean, I guess any of them.
Yeah.
I've been doing so well, so maybe you should choose.
I'm happy to go north.
North sounds great. Let's do it.
all right, you head through
North Pole.
the north passageway. You crawl through, and you end up popping out into another memory. But this memory seems like it might be a little bit more helpful, almost, because you see again Underlay and his little demonic minions, the ones that you've definitely seen somewhere in this brain already. And you realize that you are looking from the perspective of one of Overlay's eyes that is not part of his body. It's opened up on one of the walls of a chamber that Underlay is sitting in. And it doesn't look like Underlay has noticed. And he's saying, okay, so we all know that Overlay's a little bit too powerful. He's got that whole third eye thing going on, and I don't like it. I wish I had a third eye, but I don't. I barely even have 2. This one doesn't work very well. The doctor says it's cataracts, but I don't even know demons can get cataracts. But anyway, that's not what I'm here to talk about. What I'm here to talk about is we gotta do something about this. Now, what do you 2 know about getting real small and sitting inside someone's brain? And the 2 demons say, I mean, nothing at all. Like, what do you mean? What are you talking about? I don't know. Why would I know anything about that? Okay, I'm sorry, but let me go. I've got a plan, you see. You see, if we were to maybe lock up that third eye when Overlay's sleeping, we could take the key and we could hide it in the one place where he can't see. Hither. Hey, wait a minute. And then he turns and you see he looks straight at you. And he says, oh, Overlay, you think you can get your eyes in here? Oh, well, luckily, I've got a tool of my own. And he picks up a big pointy stick and he starts to jab it at the eye that's appeared in his wall. He says, get out of here, you! These are secret plans and not for you to know. Get out of here. And then the eye closes and the memory finishes.
Okay. So now are we just in an empty memory room?
Yeah,
where
you sort of
like
go
a memory
boop,
theater
and you
without
land
a
on the
memory
ground.
playing?
You're just in a big,
Okay.
and there's a little countdown, like those sort of old timey black and white 5, 4,
Till it
3.
restarts.
It's counting down until the memory starts again.
Okay.
It's like a looper.
Yeah.
Huh.
Interesting
keep going?
information.
Yeah.
I think.
Maybe we should. Maybe we should keep going and just have a little memory journey.
Yeah. Do we go? Is there
Is there another tunnel?
Yeah, you can
Is
keep
there
this.
more tunnels leading up from this?
Two
or
more
do we-
tunnels. There's one you can keep going north and go east again, or you can head back south.
We could just keep making Bills do stuff forever.
Yeah. I'm all for this. Yeah, should we just go clockwise around the compass?
Yeah, definitely.
So you're going east now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You start to crawl through east into a new memory. Meanwhile, Civet and Cirque, what are you doing? There's an alarm going off, and you can now see running towards the tower is a swarm of these little white blobs. And behind the pack, you see that same strange, demonic-looking human, like a real sized person, like a real thing, is also approaching the base of the tower. What do you do?
Well, first I want to try hitting that off button just to see if it.
No, it's gone. It's in Savannah, Georgia now.
Oh, right. It was attached to the thing. Okay, I gotcha. Maybe I'm losing my mind, sir, but tell me if this seems like a good idea. That person over there seems to be a person. Yeah? And he's a person who works for Underlay, right? Do you think we should go over there, away from these scary white blobs, and talk to him? Maybe make a deal.
Well, I would never say that your ideas are stupid. That's rude. But doesn't he have some of them white blobs on like leashes? Like maybe he's controlling them. Like he's like you know what a shepherd is? Like Jesus, and he shepherds souls.
Yeah.
Yeah, he shepherds the white blobbers.
It's like a white blood cell Jesus.
Yeah, that's exactly what I said just now.
Okay. Okay. So I'm a little concerned we won't be able to reason with these blobs once they get here, which it seems like they're going to do quickly.
Oh.
I suppose if you don't want to talk to that guy, which is fine by me.
No, we could. That's an idea. We can always teleport away if we don't like it.
Right? I was kind of thinking that.
I'm down to try. I mean, it's gonna take me a while to get down these stairs, so why don't we just open it?
Yeah, I'll throw a portal just over right next to that guy, and let's go. We'll just go say hello.
All right, roll 2d6.
I like that we keep using portals to just not have to do stairs.
Well, there's gonna be monsters on the stairs. All right.
No, I know.
5 and a 3.
Imagine.
It's perfect. All right, so you, the two of you open a big old eye on the side of this room that you're in, which again, as is common practice, says, "Oh, I hope things are going well. I can't see. Jump in me. Nom 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 nom." And the other one appears down next to this strange demon person that works for Underlay, and you step straight through, and you pop out right next to him. And as you do, he says, whoa, what the hell's going on here? Whoa, hey, what are you guys doing in here?
Sorry, I'm thinking about something.
Oh, if you keep thinking, I'm going to stick these white blobs on you.
My name is Cirque, and I'm here to talk to you about some very important business.
Hey, I got very important business. It's to kill anybody who's coming in here to try and get that key back. And I think that's what you're doing. So, hey, white blobs. Yeah, I'm talking to you. I'm your Jesus. You got to listen to me.
Excuse me. We're here on Underlay's business. Do I know that? Do I know that he works for Underlay, or is that just their knowledge? Okay.
Tam probably told you for a second when he popped up.
Yeah. So, we're here to relieve you because Underlay needs you so terribly bad back at his side. So he's sending a couple of Boo-Boo the Fools to now guard it and be white blood cell Jesus. But multiple.
Now you're telling me you're here working for Underlay. But this guy says different, and he points, and you see standing next to him is Tam, full-sized, who says, I'm a big old idiot, but at least I'm very loyal to Overlay. I'll always do what he says. I'm here to do good things for him, and I'm going to help him unlock his third eye. That's it can definitely be trusted. I'm so trustworthy and cool, even though I'm an idiot who swapped my soul for dance powers.
No, see, Mr. Jesus, this guy
I like that.
this guy's just, as you can see, this guy's a piece of shit. So we don't listen to him. So,
I mean, he does seem like a bit of a piece of shit. I get it.
Yeah, so he's just obnoxious. His literal existence is to be a torment, which makes sense. We're in hell.
Well, listen, I'll tell you what.
You can't believe anything he says.
I'll tell you what. You prove that you're loyal to Underlay, and he pulls out a big knife and he says, "You kill that guy."
Yeah, Will. Why don't you say Sievert?
I actually will, yeah. And I take the knife and I kill that guy.
All right. Sievert grabs a knife and he stabs Memory to Tam right in the chest, and Memory to Tam goes, "I'm being stabbed. Whoa, this is not good. I don't like this. Oh man.
It's a couple more steps.
This really hurts people, and I'm a person. I'm feeling a lot of pain. Oh, I'm dead now." And then he dies. And you've won.
That's life in the 1200s, friend.
All right, so White Blood Cell Jesus turns to you and he says, "All right, you prove yourself to me, White Blood Cell Jesus. So, yeah, okay, guess you are working for Underlay. So what, you here to, what were you doing again?"
What?
We're
Underlay?
here to relieve you.
Relieve me? Well, I can get out of here.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Underlay needs you desperately.
Well,
Actually, they said you should go on a vacation for like a couple of weeks. You should take it easy.
Hey, I've
you don't
earned
even
it.
have to go say hi to him or anything.
I've heard it. You ever tried to talk to one of these white blood cells? It's boring. It's nothing, right? Look at this. Hey, white blood cell. Exactly, right? You're like, how's your day? And he goes, "Well, I've never had you think that's not even words. Okay. Well, I don't have a way out though.
Maybe you should stay. Maybe I'll apply for a transfer.
No. Hey, hey, no, I'm happy to go. I'm happy to get out of here.
Oh, I don't know. I don't
No,
even
hey,
know
look.
where the key is.
Oh,
I could probably
look,
leave
here.
right now since I don't
I'll
even
tell you
know
what.
where the
I'll
key's
tell you what.
at.
Yeah, we don't even know.
I just gotta say to them, I gotta be like, oh, white blood cells, I'm gonna go now, but one day I'll return and it'll be the end of the world, and all of you will come to the kingdom of heaven with me, and I'll, it's a big thing. It's gonna write a whole book about it. Don't worry about it. All right, so I'm good to go. You guys got a way out?
Wait, we can't take over your position till we know where the key is. So
Oh,
we
the
can
key.
leave. We can leave if we don't know where the key is. So how about you don't
just
even
go
tell
ask.
us?
Yeah.
No. Hey, whoa. Look, you guys need to know where the key is so I can go. I got it for you. You see that little kind of hut down there? And he points, and on the opposite end of the maze, just like you can walk around it, there's just a small little kind of like boring shack. It's like almost fallen over. He goes, "I put the key in there because people are not gonna check it. They're gonna be like, that's just a shack. Where's the key's gotta be so, you see right next to it, there's a big vault with like 100 combos on it.
Yeah.
There's a sandwich in there. That's it. It's just some sandwich meat. But in the shack, there's like a whole. It's how you get him. It's like reverse psychology.
Truly brilliant.
Yeah,
really
yeah.
exceptional.
Now get me out of here. Build me a portal. Let me get out.
Sure.
Because I know you
You
want.
wanna? I can make it if you like.
Yeah. You get me
Go
out of
ahead.
here.
Yeah,
Okay.
go for it.
So
Wait.
we're teleporting him.
Where are you teleporting him?
Georgia, Savannah, Georgia.
You need to go for a
No,
holiday.
I'm just kidding. We don't have to do that.
I know a nice place that's very far away from civilization, from anyone. Me and my hermit used to live there.
That's a good term. I like
It's
that.
it's
I'll use that.
Just a little hut, very, very far away from people. So I'm gonna send him there because he could just really relax and have a nice time.
Well, looks like we need a level 3 portal. This is the game with
Yes,
most
we
level 3
do.
portals we've ever played. Let's do it.
Oh yeah!
Wow.
Look at these rolls, everybody.
Wow.
Flawless.
Rolls are on fire.
If you're in the chat,
Flawless.
you need some congratulations. I don't think Matt's taken a step wrong this whole time.
Nope.
Well, the chaos is about to go crazy here with this roll.
Oh,
I'm
you're
not
gonna chaos
stepping
it?
through it. Yeah.
Oh, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna make happen?
Well, I'm not stepping through it, but it can happen to the other guy, right?
Exactly. Yeah, he's the one stepping through. Whatever you do will happen to him.
Oh, that's amazing.
Okay, so I think this will be. I'm picking 16. So as Underlay's guy walks through, he also walks right back in.
Oh, brilliant!
But now he's our friend.
Yeah. Okay. So this is the nice version of what happened to Tam, which is it creates a clone who is helpful and friendly. So okay, I love it. So he steps through, and White Blood Cell Jesus appears, and he steps out into a beautiful kind of serene wilderness in the middle of an English forest. And he looks around, and he sees there's like an ancient old sort of wooden stone hut that's fallen down that looks like maybe it was built in the 1200s by a couple of hermates. And he looks around and he sees some deer, but a normal amount of deer, like a manageable amount of deer, sort of bounding off in the distance. And he breathes, and he just sort of, he just breathes out. And he sits down next to, and he starts to build a fire. And he picks a few mushrooms, and he makes a little meal. And for the first time in 2 centuries, he gets to just relax. And at the same time, a clone of him appears inside the brain of a giant demon. And he says, "Hey, I'm a clone. I understand that. I'm cognizant of this because I've got demon powers. So I really feel like I want to help you guys out. So I'm going to do that. Let's get out of business. We want to go get that key from a shack? Let's go."
Yeah, let's go.
Okay. And he picks up. He's still got that whip as a clone. He starts to whip all the little white blood cells. Like, get out of here! You get out! And they go and they run away.
So now I guess we're walking around the shed, or are we flash into the other guys, or?
Well, you know where you need to go. It's a shed.
Do we want to walk that far?
Yeah, it's like 200 meters. That's a lot of effort.
Like a long way.
Meanwhile, to Tam and me, you went into a new memory, didn't you?
Yeah, we did.
So you worm your way through into another memory sack. Welcome to the stream, everybody. You worm your way from one memory sack to another, and you see it's like you see a vision of the inside of like a big sandwich shop from behind the counter. And you see these large demonic hands reaching down and picking up like a pickle, and another one reaches down and it picks up some corned beef. That's a sandwich. And he starts to put them down and looks up and he says, "Order up! Who wanted the pickle and corned beef? Nobody? I guess this one's for me as well. Nom 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 nom." Oh, and there's nobody else in here. It's an empty sandwich shop. So
he's just playing deli.
Making it over, he's got some tuna and some mayonnaise and some lettuce, and he puts them all on a big 6-foot. He goes, "Oh, anybody? No? Well, I guess this one's for overlay as well." Nom, 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 nom. And he's just doing that for a while. But nothing interesting happens. It's just a happy memory. He considers it a happy memory. It's a little sad, but he considers it a happy memory. And you feel a little bit at ease. And also you have more of an understanding of why his breath is so bad when you look at some of the stuff that ends up going on these later sandwiches.
I feel like maybe sandwiches could be something we could use, maybe tempt him with or distract him with. But I also feel very wet. It's very wet in these memory rooms.
Yeah, it's a wet memory sack.
Yeah, I'm all for... Can we... Other memories... I know we've established that we can't make a portal inside a memory, but... Can
we eat a memory sandwich right
now?
Yeah.
Can I get my side quest, Forbidden Meats, going?
You know what? You can reach down and you can grab some Forbidden Memory meats.
Awesome. I'm going to go like underneath the kind of Bain-Marie situation that's going on there. Like... There's 2 levels underneath that I'm gonna go for the forbidden meats.
Yeah.
The ones that have been dry aged for quite some time. They're curing under there.
Yeah.
With and I'm gonna grab out this stack of forbidden meats.
All right, you grab a stack. You can get a stack almost as tall as you are.
I do.
Yeah. And you are now cradling. You're cradling some forbidden meats brought from the memory world into the brain world through demonic
I
magic.
bring a loaf of bread.
Oh, you can't transport bread out of memories.
Oh, it's brutal.
And then I ascend.
Gotta
to
learn the
heaven
rules.
because my soul has done its own business, and yep, I ascend out of hell.
That's all you needed to do. There are two ways. It's either the key through the
It
forehead,
makes a lot of sense.
or you can just ascend by achieving your life's goal. None of you know. The rest of you don't know your life's purpose, your soul's purpose, but me has known from the beginning.
You all see me just like straight out of there.
You see me's soul starts to move through. Do you say anything on your way out, me? You can give a last message to your compatriots.
So long, and thank you for all the fish.
That's it. And he flies away. And me disappears into the ether. But the three of you are still stuck in the brain world. Savat and Cirque, you're outside the memories, and Tam's alone in a memory.
I have a question.
Yeah, please.
Is Tatam gonna come back? And Sievert is gonna be like, well, Tatam obviously killed me. I killed Tatam, so Tatam killed my best friend.
I don't know. We'll have to find
It's gonna
out.
be like a painful cycle. Okay, I'm excited
I'm
to
gonna
see this.
I'm gonna try to portal my way back. Would that be just like a simple portal, just to put like a hole?
Yeah, you can just make a hole.
Or
You can make a hole in this moist memory sac.
I'm gonna do that.
This keeps getting better.
Oh, you rolling?
Hey, not a 1. It's a 3.
Chris got a 3. All right. So with a 3, you open a hole in the supple wall of this moist memory sac. The supple, fleshy wall of this strange, moist, warm memory sac opens up, and
I leap through.
And you leap through, and you find yourself on the ground with like all the memory maze all kind of stuck together above you, and you can see underneath the memories in front of you the feet of Sivat, not the feet of Cirque, because those are way up on Sivat's chest, I guess, as she sits on his shoulders, but also another pair of feet of a of another kind of demonic looking human walking along with him.
But why can I only see the feet? They're on the side of
because
the
they're
wall
kind of you're like you've kind of popped out to the center of the memory, but you have to get on you could crawl out of the memory.
Oh, I'm gonna go ahead and crawl out.
You crawl out of the memory maze.
Yeah.
And Sivat and Cirque, you see Tatam. Tiny Tatam has crawled out of the memories.
Demon, there's a demon right behind you. There's a demon.
It's okay. He's off, Fred.
Yeah, I'm a helpful
he's
demon.
A good guy. Yeah.
Oh,
this is the one that we came. What accent am I doing? I don't remember.
I like it.
Tatam. I gotta be tiny and southern, Tatam.
This is the one that we came to replace, if you remember, for the key. And he's leading us there right now so that he can go on vacation.
Don't even worry about whether or not that's a lie, because it's starting to sound like a lie, but I'm here to help, so I don't even mind. I got out of here. I'm a clone. I'm gonna disappear in like 20 minutes or something. Like I got a shelf life. I'm gone soon. Don't worry about it. So you don't need to trick me anymore. I'm good.
This is great.
Okay.
Sivert, I have to tell you, me found some meat and I saw a look of absolute satisfaction and peace go across their face, and then they turned into light.
I saw him ascend to heaven.
Okay.
Through the sky. Yeah, we all saw that, and my heart is broken. But thank you for the information. I feel like I should tell you that there was a regular size one of you. Did you know about that?
Yes. He was a clone problem, a mean jerk of a clone.
Oh, okay, good. You don't have to worry about that guy.
Why?
He
He ascended to heaven.
That's right.
Oh.
With little help
a clone of me with a bad attitude ascended to heaven, but I've not ascended to heaven.
Yeah, it ends the breaks. I'm a clone with a good attitude. I'm going to die in like 20 minutes. So, you got to just go with what's given to you.
Yeah, you could
It's
learn a lot from
hell
this.
to Tatum, all right? It's hell. That's what happens here.
Yeah, that's why they call it hell.
That's fair.
But we've
That's
got
fair.
good
All
news.
right.
We know where the key is, thanks to our good friend here.
Yeah, it's in that
It's just in
shed.
that shack.
You found. Oh, I just went through a bunch of memories. Okay, great. That's good.
Yeah, you didn't have to.
I found out that Overlay really likes sandwiches.
Everybody likes sandwiches.
Yeah, I mean, that's not new information. Come on.
It's-
Who doesn't like sandwiches? You
helpful.
could have assumed.
Let's just go to the shack.
Yeah, okay, cool.
Didn't you smell the pastrami on his breath? and
Yeah, it's
the
like all you can
banana
smell.
Peppers? Yeah. You're so
Okay,
silly.
well-
It's peanut butter and bell peppers.
Yeah, I don't even
Ooh.
need a menu for Overlay's Deli. I just smell his breath and I know everything he possibly sells there because he eats it all.
It's still, it's still stuck in his
It's
teeth.
stuck in his teeth. You
Silly,
can see him.
silly Tatum.
No wonder he didn't
You
go to
goober.
heaven, Tatum. All right, so
Well, I had a great time in the memories. It was fun and it was great, and I had a good time. It was fun.
all right, so the four of you, which does not include the soul of me, which has ascended to heaven, but it does include a clone of a demon. You approach this shack and it's just got a door. There's not even a lock on it. It's hanging on by one hinge. The other hinge fell off.
Is it just?
could
Is it just?
just open it.
Is there a trap, or is it just we just walk in?
I don't know, man. Don't ask me.
No,
Just-
I'm asking
just
the.
Oh, you're asking him?
Asking
No, there's
the
no traps.
clone.
No traps, nothing. No. Hey, it's just the
Oh,
whole
okay.
trap is like the trap of your mind, thinking that the shack's not gonna have anything special in it.
Is
Yeah,
there
it's
anything
working
good in
on
that
me.
big vault?
Oh, that's what you'd think, right? It's full of meat and sandwiches and
It's a
stuff.
sandwich, right?
Yeah, it's like a sandwich and some meat and things.
Okay, yeah. I'm gonna. Savart will open the door.
Okay, cool. Roll a.
The
The safe's locked, but you can roll a single d6 portal to try and get in.
I can't just open the door.
Of the safe?
Oh, to the shack.
Oh, this shack. Yeah.
Oh, you want the shack? I thought you wanted that sandwich
yeah.
meat. Nah, shack. Yeah, open the door.
Oh, no.
There's a key. It's a big key. So as soon as you open the shack door, you see that floating in the middle of it, like some kind of video game collectible, is a large, ornate key. Just sort of floating there. It's probably like 4 feet wide, long, like a big key. You feel like you're out of Kingdom Hearts when you grab this key.
Cool.
Do you grab the key?
That is cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you grab the key? Yeah, it's fine. It's a key.
Scared.
No, you just had a key. It's good. Don't worry about it. You get your hands on the key, you grab it, and you now have a key, and the ability to kind of, I suppose, you want to move on now. You need to get the. Now, Overlay has asked you to get the key, bring it to him, so he can unlock his power. Underlay would
Well, I
probably.
did bring.
Oh yeah, please.
I was just saying that I did bring that large duffel bag, so I'm happy to carry the key if we want to just throw it in there.
Chuck it
A
in there.
very large duffel bag for a very small man.
I can handle it.
Okay. All right.
Have you seen these leg muscles?
I have.
Oh, that's the cutest everything I ever did see. You're like a little kindergartner going off with a big old backpack and the lunch
This
sack.
is not
and then
fair because I don't have anybody to leap on top of right now.
But do you
Hey,
want to do
whoa!
trapeze
What am I?
with me?
My chopped liver? Come here! Jump up here!
Blood cell
Oh, okay.
Jesus is standing right here.
Yeah, I'm a
I
clone
leap
of white
up
blood
on
cell
top of blood
Jesus.
cell Jesus. I leap up on there.
Hey, but you know what? From this point on, you can think of me as your own personal Jesus.
Okay.
Someone to hear your prayers. Someone who
I leap
cares.
down.
Oh, okay, fine.
I get off.
I'll just die then, and he dies. He disappears. He's gone.
I have a question, everyone.
Well, not to him. He's dead. But yeah.
Oh, bye.
See you later.
So we could give this straight to Overlay, or maybe how can we use this key to our advantage? Is there anyone who wants it more than Overlay? Who hid it here?
I'm honestly not 100%. I
Didn't you go in the memory
I was,
lane trip?
Yeah, but I
Remember
assumed
something?
I assumed that me was kind of tracking all of that, and I was just there in case some trouble popped up. But then he turned into light. Now I
Oh,
do
Tatum.
know that Underlay did want to hide it inside of Overlay.
Perfect.
I've got that.
What do you know about this
And the sandwich
Underlay?
thing. He's doesn't like Overlay.
Okay,
Doesn't
so
want him to
maybe
get power.
Maybe he can free us in this exchange for this key.
Ooh, trade for the key. I like it.
I'm also in on this plan. I think it's great.
So we try to meet up with him.
Well, so Tam, of the 3 people here, you are the only one who has now seen and can remember the inside of Underlay's office.
Check this out. I have seen and can remember the inside of Underlay's office.
I hate that they call
And
it
I can
overlay and
maybe-
underlay. I've got it wrong every time.
And maybe I could teleport us there since I'm so good at teleporting.
Oh, Tatum, what a great job you've done, don't you think, Sievert?
Yes, he's adorable and cute.
Are you okay, Sievert? Your friend is gone. Do you need a new friend?
My heart is broken, but I'm from the 1200s, and it's only a little bit broken. I don't care that much. We were hermates for a long time. It's kind of a nice break. Plus, he went to heaven. That's good.
Yeah, we cut across. The party's been split. We cut now to me. Hey, me. You're in heaven. It's wonderful up here. It's lovely.
I am watching everything that's going on.
Yeah, as soon as you got here, a chill angel was like, "Hey, man, you want like a TV? You can use it to see anything you want, man. You want to watch people down on Earth or in hell or whatever, man? I don't care. Here you go.
Yeah,
we got like 100 of them.
I like switch the Heaven TV channel knob.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, just start tuning it in, playing with the bunny ears on top.
You want like a pizza or something? I can get you a pizza.
I'll
I'll call him a pizza. Yeah, okay, cool. Well, we got a guy on it. Hey, he'll be in like 2 seconds. Here we go.
You could be my new hermit.
A hermit. I like that. That sounds like a cool thing. Yeah. Well, I mean, would I have to be like a hermit from everybody else? Because I have friends here in heaven. Like everyone's friends in heaven, man. I don't think you want to be a hermit, man. Everyone's cool. Everyone's chill up in heaven.
All right, I'm down with that. Let's leave this.
You know what?
hermit behind.
We're all hermates in heaven.
Oh. I turn the channel to watch my old hermit.
Yeah. You see, Sivart has found the key. You watch a demon die immediately as soon as you pop in and look. He just dies. But
Build
then
a little cloud, lazy boy.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, so if you want to, and also as he leaves, the angel's like, oh, and hey, no, you used to make like demonic portals and stuff. Don't even worry about it. We can all make portals here in heaven. Look, and he reaches his hand into a mystical portal and he pulls it back, and he has an IPA, and he drinks it and goes, yeah, there's portals everywhere here, man. Heaven is a portal. It's all about portals and friendship. Don't even worry about it. See ya.
I'm gonna try that, and I do a click, and you also do a portal.
Yeah, heaven portals can't fail. You're fine.
Do I need
You
to
don't even
roll?
need to roll. Nah, it's heaven portal, man. You just do whatever you want.
I get a cherry coke.
Oh, come on.
Beautiful. It's perfect. It's actually IPAs and cherry cokes. The only 2 drinks in heaven. And they, all right, you've got a cherry coke.
Cool.
All right. Meanwhile, Civet, sir, and to Tam, are you going to try and get your way out of hell? Is the plan to teleport to Underlay's office?
I think
Yeah,
so.
I mean, if there's no ways for us to just walk through a portal into heaven, I guess we might as well just go ahead and keep trying to solve this problem.
All right.
If only we knew somebody in heaven who would make a portal. And
Nah, you wish.
But we don't, and we don't know
wouldn't
anything
fail.
about that.
All right, to Tam, you're the only one who's seen this place, so you're going to need to make a level 3 portal all by your lonesome. With
It
3
should go
dice.
really well, I think.
Yeah.
I hope it's like 116.
I close my eyes and I focus and I breathe deep and I leap a couple times and I make a portal.
Oh, I'm close.
Got
It's
a- got a one and a
165.
Oh,
So first of all, roll your d20. Let's see how it
It's a 1
goes.
and a 6, so what does that even mean? Hey, I got a 20.
Oh, you got a
That's
20.
kinda
That doesn't sound like it'll be that bad. Okay, it's not terrible.
No. It's
So your gateway becomes
helping
it becomes a fixed point in space.
okay.
For the rest of it says the rest of the game. I'm going to say the rest of your entire life. Any portal you ever make, any time you
Me.
try and teleport,
Just me?
just you. it will always lead directly back inside the brain of Overlay. Even if you got to heaven, you wouldn't be able to get a cherry Coke when you reach to a portal. You'd only be able to reach through and touch a memory in Overlay's brain, because you can never. All of your portals will lead through to Overlay's brain. Yeah. Now, of course, you still make this portal out into Underlay's office, and you can step through into Underlay's office. But when you get there, it's kind of dark. You don't see. It was brightly lit last time you saw the memory, but when you go in, there's nothing else there. But you hear a voice, and it says, "Ah, so you found the key, have you? Looks like perhaps you were trying to take it to Underlay, but you didn't think that I've already destroyed Underlay. While he was busy worrying about keys and power, he didn't notice when I made a little portal right behind his back and I stabbed him. I got him! He's dead." And you see a big dead demon on the floor. And Overlay's eye opens up in front of you, and he looks at you.
Yeah.
And then his other eye appears, and then a third eye appears on between the two, and he says, "Now, take the key and unlock my third eye. And if you do, I won't eat all of you now. You have 4 seconds to make your choice, and I shall count them down. And by 0, I expect that key to be in my forehead. 4.
Sure. It's just,
3.
Let's go back in his head. Let's go back in his head.
2.
Yeah, let's go back in his head. I'm for that.
1.
I jammed the key in his third eye.
You jam the key into his third eye.
Yeah.
And it turns.
And I say, "There, are you happy now?" And it turns.
And it opens.
But nothing happens. Because it's a fake key that I made just for this occasion.
I forgot you had a fake key.
I say to my friends, my other friends, slam his other eyes shut. I'll lock him with the real key.
You slam his other eyes shut. You take his real key, you lock the eyelashes on his main 2 eyes, and he goes, I can't see! No! What's going... I know! I'll go through one of my own portals! And he makes a door opens, he goes through it. But all of the portals that from his kind of eye, now they kind of lead back into the portal that you made inside his own head, because that's a permanent portal fixture. So he goes into his own portal that takes him back through his own head, and he just sort of starts to twist and spin and get smaller and smaller as he says, "Wait a minute, no! This isn't how it's supposed to go! I was gonna take over Subway!" And he's gone, he's disappeared.
French.
And the 3 of you are now alone, standing. There's a demon lord has disappeared, and another one's dead on the ground of this office. And you don't know what to do. You don't ascend to heaven. You don't disappear. The portal in his forehead could have been your way out if you'd managed to let it stay open and use it, but there was no way to sort of trick him or make that work, so you're just sort of stuck.
Looks like we're the new demon lord now. And I sit down behind the desk.
I'm gonna portal from heaven.
Yeah.
Yeah. But first, I'm gonna grab a tray of cherry cokes.
Beautiful.
And then, do I need to roll to portal to hell?
Portal heavens always work.
Portals from heaven always work.
Portals from heaven always work. That's a rule. It's on page 5 of the PDF.
Sweet. It
doesn't exist.
I was just checking. Oh, it's all right. I'm gonna bring some cherry cokes down. Enough. I brought enough for everyone. And yeah, we can. I'm gonna permanent portal from hell to heaven.
Sure, set up one.
To this very room, to Underlay's room.
Brilliant. The 3 of you now have a portal to heaven. you can step through. You drink a cherry Coke, and
If
you're
want.
free, if you'd like, or you can stay and become demons of hell.
The
We-
bard is
we can exist
definitely going. He's so happy to see me again. He immediately is like, "Yeah, I'll go with you."
All right.
Nice.
The three of
I
you
think
step.
I'm gonna stay in hell. I think probably.
Oh, Tam's staying in hell.
Tatum, how
Yeah.
are you gonna do it in here? You're all so
Tatum.
little.
It's okay. I've got a big personality.
Well, we have this permanent tunnel in case you ever want to, we can be like the tiny twins if you ever need some
tiny
help.
twins. Yeah, I love it.
I want to go see what real Jesus looks like first.
You
But
deserve it. Have
you
fun with real Jesus.
I'll just chuck down a cherry Coke every now and then. If you throw back an empty, I'll come on
Yes.
down.
Perfect.
All right. So we flash forward. Savant, Cirque, and me are all in heaven. They're chilling. They're having a lovely time. Life is perfect. Cirque is playing a game of chess with real Jesus, and real Jesus says, "Well, I've never been very good at chess. I died. I never played chess when I was alive, and it's pretty good. It's good. I understand why people like chess so much."
Cool game.
Nice. I love it. And you're having fun, and life is perfect. It's the most perfect life can be. It's all IPAs and cherry Cokes, cloud chairs. Meanwhile, we see we go. The camera zooms all the way down into the 13th circle of hell, where there's a meeting of all the demon lords. Tatam is on his tiny throne next to the giant thrones of the other demon lords. Everybody's discussing demon politics. They're getting angry. They're talking about the souls. Where are the souls going? We owe 10 souls to the 10th level, but the 9th level won't pay those souls because the 13th level never paid them back. It's a whole big soul discussion. Yeah. And then we zoom away and we see 4 small little demons. Four small little people who've been sent to hell, and they say, "Hey, I know we've got the powers of teleportation, but I hear that if we go to the 6th circle of hell, there's a portal, a permanent portal that'll get us all the way to heaven. We're just gonna have to use these cool magical portals we can form, and maybe we can find our way out. Let's do it." And they grab their 3d6 and they start to roll. And that's the end of Gateways, everybody.
Woo!
Welcome to anybody who's jumped at the end of the stream. Hi, but that's the end of Gateways. You guys, you did it. You're all in heaven, except for one of you who's the king of the 6th circle of hell. Congratulations. I hope you all enjoyed it. It got very weird. I'm covered in an overlay. Get out of here, chaos. Thank you. So yes, thanks everybody. Thanks for playing. Thanks for coming and watching. Had a lot of fun. We got to do a lot of silly stuff. If you want to get a copy of Gateways, you can. You can go to consumethismedia.itch.io and you can get a copy. It's pay what you want. So, you can pay me $0 and you can get a free copy, or you can pay me $700 and you can get the exact same copy, but you feel good having paid me $700. And if you wanted to get to heaven yourself, like all the people here, all the players here, hey, maybe you buy a $700 copy of Gateways. It's not good. I can't say it will get you into heaven, but it's not going to hurt. So thank you, everybody. Thank you for playing. I'm going to go back round from the Chris Yule side this way, and we're going to you can say goodbye, and you can, if anyone wants to catch what other stuff you do, you can let them know where to find you. So Chris, where can people find more Chris?
Yeah, my brother Matt and I do a podcast called Finish It. Check it out, finishitpod.com or at finishitpod on Twitter. Thank you. This has been really fun.
Wonderful. M.
I'm M. I play TTRPGs and I GM TTRPGs, and over on Level 1 Geek. You don't have to be a professional nerd in order to play TTRPGs. You can start at level 1 like the rest of us.
No, if you're not a professional nerd, I don't even want to hear about it. Travis, where can people find more of you?
Hey, thanks again for having me. I'm Travis, visual artist and podcaster. You can find the podcasts that I make and the network I run at awesomeblack.org. or you can find my art and photographs on Instagram at Travis DeVries.
Wonderful. And Matt, where can people find you? I'm assuming a similar place to Chris, but who knows?
It's the same darn place, fishypod.com. I'm Matt and he's Chris, and that's what we do.
Wonderful.
And also, I wonder if you ever solved our character name puzzle.
No,
Did you
what's
solve
the...
our character name puzzle?
Oh, I see. Matt is Matt backwards, and Chris, and Cirque is Chris backwards, and
Yeah.
Sabat is Travis backwards, and
Yeah.
me is M backwards. I literally didn't even notice. Good work.
It was a good puzzle.
You
Good
did
work,
it. You solved the
everybody.
puzzle.
That's wonderful. Congratulations.
Bonus puzzle.
And
Bonus
I'm
puzzle.
named after Lib, but Lib is a weirdo, so you know.
Yeah.
All right, look at that. Did everybody else in the chat solve that? You were probably there when they came up with it. You people.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
we
listened to
talked
us,
about
yeah.
it publicly.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't
So
notice.
they've known
I
the
didn't
whole
notice
time
that
that
it
you
was a
didn't know.
puzzle. I really should have. As soon as you said it was a puzzle, it was very, very obvious that Matt was to turn backwards. But hey, there you go. Well, I solved it now, and it only took
Good
me
job.
2 hours. All right, thank you everybody for watching. There's a whole. If you're here, you probably know where to find all the rest of the stuff that I do. But you can. Oh, there it is. Escape This Podcast is sort of in frame. Is a show. There's more episodes coming out all the time. Solve This Murder is another show I make where I try and solve murder mysteries that Danny writes, which is very difficult. There's a new one of those in the works. It'll still be a while, but there's a new mystery going to come out at some point soon. And by soon, I mean not for a good long while. Probably next year. I don't know, but just wait for it. It'll be great. We gotta record it and sit down and get all that stuff done. But it's all written. It's ready to go. I've been busy. But there's lots of other stuff going on. You can also find me here on Twitch on Sunday evening. So tomorrow, I think basically 24 hours from when this stream started, we'll be playing more puzzle games. At the moment, we're playing through the Talos Principle. So it's been good fun. It's a weird, fun, kind of cool puzzle game. So come and watch us do that. And a few days after that, on Tuesday evening for Americans, I'll be on Level 1 Geek trying to fight a bunch of other people in a Pathfinder arena as a small little rat man. So tune in for that. It's going to be great. All right. Thank you, everybody, for...
Do they call you Nancy because you Nancy too many questions?
Thank you for... Oh, my gosh. Just Us Warrior. You're too nice. That's another 5 gifted
Do they
subs.
call you Nancy
They're all
because you
playing
Nancy too many questions?
over here, over and over again. Do they call you Ace Magpie? Because you Ace Magpie too many
Do
questions?
they call you
Do
Nancy
they call
because you
Karamoyzes
Nancy too many
because you
questions?
Karamoyzes too many questions? Do they call you Manpants because you Manpants too many questions? Do they call you Spot the Emu because you Spot the Emu too many
Do
questions?
they call you Nancy
They call
because you Nancy too many
Mystery M.
questions?
11 because you Mystery M too many questions. I don't know, but that's the question that is being asked.
Do they
here.
call you Nancy
All
because
right,
you Nancy
thank
too
you
many
so
questions?
much for all the subs, all the support, all the chat. You're all wonderful and lovely, and I'll let you all go and live the rest of your lives. Everybody say bye.
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 Thank you so much, Bill.